Hello. Check 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. All right. I'm using a new musical playlist tonight. I'm just tweaking the levels. That's what's going on here, people. It is Friday evening. We have made it to the end of the week once again. What a week it's been, by the way. Hope you're all doing well. What's that? Yeah, little shit's bugging up. Come and say hi. Who's that? Yeah, come on. There we go. We're going back to the 80s again tonight. Our 86-87 database save with Oxford United. And what a transfer window we had last time. We opened the transfer window coming up to season 2. And mamma mia, we had fun. Complete overhaul. Complete squad overhaul. We signed so many players. A lot of players left us. So it was time to bring in a lot of new players. And yes, many of the new players we have managed to bring in very, very young. And that's how it goes. We are building a young team for the future. Because Oxford United for the win. That is the plan. If it's going to be in the 80s or if it's going to be in the 90s, let's see. Trust the process. That's definitely what we're aiming for. But yeah, reason why I'm going for a new music playlist. Please let me know if the music is too low, too high, too medium, whatever. I'm working on the levels right now. And reason why I'm working on with a new musical playlist is because I got a freaking copyright strike on my YouTube channel after the last live stream. Weird thing about that is that the playlist I used on Monday's live stream was copyright free. So I did tell YouTube, hey, why are you copyright striking me? This playlist is supposed to be copyright free. I'm not sure if I messed anything up. So now we try a new playlist. Hopefully we won't get any copyright strikes. Retro Gamer FM over on YouTube. Welcome to Matt's YouTube channel. Thank you for being the host over there, Retro Gamer. Yes, we are still double live streaming, multi-live streaming on Twitch, on YouTube at the same time. Thank you for joining us on whatever platform you prefer out of those two. Senso Beans as well. Good evening, Senso Beans. How are we doing, my friend? It is good to see ya. Hope all is well. Hope you've had a good week. I'm working on a little secret summer project in the background at the moment that I'm having so much fun with. We're still looking forward to FM26 so we can get back to the hardcore grind, but I'm giving myself a little summer project that I will be able to share with you guys very, very soon. But for now, let's head back to the 80s and continue our 86-87 database save with Oxford United. We are in the middle of the transfer window. So the transfer window will continue. We still got a couple of players to move, a couple of players to bring in. And then we'll kick off Season 2. Let's see how our young team will do in Season 2. Let's hope for better players. Shouts today, says Senso Beats. You did all right last time, my friend. You did all right. All your combined player shouts made me sign the players assigned. I listen to all your shouts, and then I make my decisions, obviously. Not here long, Matt. I'm just popped in before while I'm eating tea. Appreciate it, Billy. You enjoy your vacation if you're still away on vacation or whatever you're doing. Appreciate you dropping by, Billy. Taking care of the YouTube channel. We appreciate that very, very much. Let's take a quick look at the transfer history just over the last couple of weeks. We let Ray Houghton leave. The other big one was obviously John Aldridge. We got 18.5. That was not enough, but we had to let him go. So Big John Aldridge, Mighty Ray Houghton are gone. They've both left Oxford United, which means that yes, we have a lot of transfer offers in yet on a lot of players to strengthen the team, and this is how it looks like right now. We did sign Gabriel Batistuta last time, straight in from Argentina, 18 years old. Samorano was here last season, very young, obviously. Davor Suker was our top goal scorer last season as well. Mr. Tinny, ooh, a new project, very exciting. You'll never guess this one, Tinny. You'll never guess this one. You'll know before, sooner than later, my friend Tinny, sooner than later. How are we doing, Tinny? Hope all is well. Are you enjoying the summer a little bit, my friend? Are we chilling out a little bit? Hello everyone on Twitch, retro gamers everywhere. It's good to see, Billy. It's good to see. As I told you, Batistuta joined us last time. 86-87 database, 7.5 mil after the first season. For an 18-year-old, I think he has some promise to him. I'm certainly sure I'm going to give him a lot of playing time. But there is competition because, as I told you, Ivan Zamorano, we bought him in the first season for less than 1 mil. And the Chilean was out injured for a while. Still young, still adapting to life in England. Definitely part of the rotation in our two striker options. But Davor Suker, he hit the ground running in the first season. 23 goals and 39 appearances. He was 18 years old when he joined us. He's 19 years old now, obviously. Developing quite fine. Not described as a wonder kid, even after such a great season. But in Davor we trust. He showed his promise already in the first season. Oliver Bierhoff also signed him in the first season for 64k. Loaned him out to Crystal Palace in the second division, which is nowadays the championship. And he did very well. He did very well, the young German. So he is a proper target forward, isn't he? We got a couple of different player types to work with up on top, where we're starting with two strikers. Was at the cricket yesterday, so a little hungover today. There we go, Tinny. Enjoy yourself, as you should do. That is good to hear, my friend. How did the cricket game go? As we continue looking through our squad at the as it looks like for Season 2, we still have a lot of transfers to do. Dave Leeworthy, why he is still around is only for registration rules. 1 goal and 1 assist last season was absolutely horrible. So he's not part of our plans at all. We got 2 new attacking midfielders. Let me show you the formation. It's 4-2-2. This is how we plan on starting Season 2. Abedi Pelé, one of my favorite players in the 90s, bought him in from Ligue 2 in France, where he did fantastic. The left-footed attacking midfielder, lots of flair, great traits, playing alongside Gary McAllister, Scottish legend. This is where we splashed our cash. 11 mil, I think it was combined, 10 maybe. Now there you go, potential cost including add-ons, 15 mil actually. After a good season for Leicester, Leicester got relegated, and that was when we came in to snap him away, a 22-year-old Gary McAllister. Hopefully he's going to be a game changer for our team this season. Providing our strikers with some through balls, set-piece specialist as well, free kicks, pens, corners. Very important player, hopefully. Defensive midfielders. We did bring in the Belgian Lorenzo Stalins last season. He's doing his job. He's a ball-winning midfielder. That's all that we look for. We need a player like him, obviously, in the midfield. And beside him, I'm not sure if he will be our starter. He's 18 years old. It's Fernando Redondo. I was so chuffed about this signing. His attributes are going to explode, let me tell you that much. Going to completely explode over the years. And that's why I will try to give him as much playing time in this season as possible. But, you know, he's 18 years old. Who knows if he can cope with it. Felipe is in over on YouTube. Oh, my chance of future real players appearing. R10, R9, Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, for an example. Felipe, you're talking about the regen mod, obviously. Yes, if you go and download the regen mod from Mr. Tinny's Patreon to whatever of my retro databases that is working with the regen mod made by Mr. Tinny, follow the link in the chat right now, my friend Felipe. Thank you for joining us over on YouTube. We do appreciate it. Rambling Man 420. Who knew 15 years later he'd be bossing it for Liverpool as they won 3 trophies? That's Gary Mack we're talking about. Hi, Rambling. How we doing, my friend? Hope life is treating you well. Thank you for dropping by, my guy. It is good to see ya. We are way back in time this time. We are way back in 1987 it is. We are 1 season in. We finished mid-table in the first season. The board, the supporters were happy with us not getting relegated. So that was fine. But this season, our ambitions are looking a little bit different. We did sign Colin Hendry in the first season, but we had to loan him out back to Dundee, where he spent most last season. This season, the plan is for him to be a starter. He's 21 years old. In my world, he looks good enough. He's slow as hell, but he does look good, doesn't he? Alongside our new Brazilian signing, Julio Cesar, picked up on a freaking free. This is one signing I'm really, really excited about. World class, I would say. Second TV appearance of the year, Mr. Tinney. Oh shit, did the camera got you this time at the cricket game as well. Incredible. Incredible, Tinney. The camera's finding you wherever you are, Tinney. Love that 20 aggression. Colin Hendry, my man. Colin Hendry. His mental attributes overall, right? Absolutely bonkers. Slow as hell, but hopefully the mental attributes can make up for that. Maybe, I mean, his jumping reached 12, heading 14. Hopefully they will both increase over the years so we can get some goals out of him. Tommy Caton were our starting central defender last season. Looks solid, and he was solid last season. So he is in the mix as well, obviously. We do need a starting left fullback. We also do need a potential starting right fullback. Dave Langan. Experienced, decent. I would like for my fullbacks to get more assists. So I am on the lookout for another option in the right fullback. I was born in 86. It would be really cool to play this, Philippe. Go and give it a shot, my friend. If you were born in 86, you will remember so many of these players. And what a year it was. What a season it was, 86. Diego Maradona was on the top of the world. The Brazilian national team was ridiculously good. Italy, England, Spain, all the big national teams. The Netherlands, Marco van Basten, Ruud Gullit, etc. The world of football looked incredible back in the day. Where are we from, Felipe? Over on YouTube, if I may ask. Where are we from? And let me fill you in. The transfer window, we've done so much business already, obviously. Peter Schmeichel goes, signed him last season. Very important player for us. And we're not done at all. We have lots of transfer offers in. John Siebeck, a Dane who covers both the left and the right fullback, would be a proper signing. Absolutely brilliant signing. Let's see if he accepts our contract offer. We're not the only team in for him. And he is joining us on a free if he accepts it. John Paulston, backup, right fullback, central defender. Steve Chettle, backup, central defender. Ronald Koeman, not gonna happen, but you know, we got a dream. That's what's happening. When I play these databases, I put offers in for ridiculous players, even unrealistic, because who knows? Sometimes magic happens. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? Yeah, I see you. Go and chill out. 20. They're too nice. They're too nice, Rambling. I like that. Batigol, Mr. Grizzly. 18-year-old Batigol. Yes, let's hope he'll do well. Is Graham Lasser good enough to be our starting left fullback? I don't know, but we have an offer in for him. We have an offer in for defensive midfielders like Junot Lupescu, John Walk, another warrior. Could we get him away from Liverpool for bargain price? I would be happy about that. Dream scenario, Andy Muller. Probably not going to happen, but we are in for his signature. And then you saw David Platt, 3.7 mil for Newcastle. Newcastle got relegated. That's why we are coming in for David Platt. Attack midfielder is what I have in mind for David. He was such a goal-scoring machine back in the day. 3.7 mil. I would be really happy with this signing. Felipe is in for Brazil. Nice to see it, Felipe. Who was your favorite players back in the day? My favorite Brazilian players back in the 80s? Careca. Careca is up there. Alemão, obviously. Relegation release. I don't care about that one, David. You can leave if we get relegated. We love our Brazilians. We do have a couple of good Brazilian friends in this channel. Yeah, there you have a couple of them. Careca, as I mentioned. He starts at Sao Paulo in the 86-87 season. Juventus picked him up instead of Napoli. Model citizen. Just a complete striker. Absolute beast. Bebeto and Romario is also there, obviously. Zico is still an active football player. Mamma mia. Dunga. Falcao was world class. Alemão. Socrates. This Brazilian team is so much fun, isn't it? Come on. Yeah, we were really good. Exactly. Felipe is down with the signing. How about my Brazilian signing defender, Julio Cesar? Picked him up on a free. He starts out in France at Brest in the first season. We picked him up on a free. I was such a fan of him back in the 90s when he played for Juventus, Dortmund. Great pass off the ball. He was a great defender, wasn't he? How we doing, Grizzly? Good to see you, Mr. Grizzly. Get the Platt, said Senso Beans. We are going for David Platt, yes. Barty is probably my most favorite player ever. Unfortunately, never been able to sign him in any of my 95 saves. No, that is a challenge. Gabriel Batistuta, very loyal he is, just like he was in real life. So on the 94-95 database where he plays for Fiorentina, you have to pay up big money, right, to get Gabriel Batistuta. But 86 database, you can get him in early. 18 years old. I'm very curious to see if he's good enough at the age of 18 to potentially be a starter. I'm not ruling it out because it is Batistuta, Mr. Grizzly. I agree with you, obviously. What a legend, what a baller. Legend in the making in my universe. Just like many others. But we have a very small squad, so let's cross our fingers and hope that some of the players we have offered contracts for are joining us. What is our transfer budget actually looking like? Like 46 mil is still left in the budget. The plan is not to spend all the money, to be honest. I'm not planning on ruining Oxford yet. I'm a Grêmio fan. Have in Brazil Renato Gaucho in my team's biggest idol. Oh, we just saw him a second ago, didn't we? For the Brazilian national team. Yeah, plays for AC Milan in this universe. Grêmio legend he is. Played with the headband back in the day. Obviously, Filippo on YouTube, he knows this. He played with the big headband, Renato Gaucho. Renato. What a player he is. So we got a Grêmio supporter in. We love that. Yeah, Ronald Koeman not happening. John Walk then. He's not interested. We could have used his experience, his battle willingness. John Walk is not coming to Oxford. Mr. Grizzly. Winning 11 may have played a big part in my admiration of him. 19 shot power, 19 shot accuracy. Gabriel Batistuta, one of the best finishers in football. That's no secret. So winning 11 is on point, in my opinion. Oh my God, says Felipe. Seeing his idol of Renato Gaucho. No, John Walk. Grameless, sir. Maybe he's considering it. So is Steve Chettle, John Polston. Lupescu. 18 years old. Our average age this season is dropping significantly. Defensive midfielder. We need some rotation players. We definitely do. Future prospect. Is he fine with that? We're just upping this a little bit. We're probably not the only team in for his signature, I could imagine. And that went fast. We'll get him for 525k. No need to consider that. Just bring him in. Another young player, 18 years old, has joined us. If we look at this, right, we got three 18-year-old players in our first team squad. We got two 19-year-olds, 1 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, dropping season after season. That's the plan. Lupescu. What role do we want to see him in? Ball winner? Is that too boring? Let me promote him first of all to the first team squad, to the senior squad, yeah. I'm going to play and edit it, because the correct thing would be all 20. Feel free to do whatever you want, Felipe. Talking about Renato Gaucho. That's fair enough. My favorite player in the world is Faustino Asprilla. He deserves 20 in it all as well. So if that's what you want to do, go and give it a shot, goddamn. I won't hold it against you. Alright, Lupescu, rotation player, has joined us. Pre-season is about to kick off as well. Abingdon United, Vallejo FC, FC Motown. Where do you think we are spending our training camp? No more coaching staff, nope. Fair enough. Yeah, we have Andrei Kanchelskis. He doesn't really fit our formation. He's a natural winger, obviously, so we're trying to loan him out. The same situation for Peter Roach-Brown, who was great last season. But things are changing. Things are changing at Oxford United. Kevin Broggen is leaving us. 1.8 mil. Let's try and offer him away, see what happens. 1.8. Two days to the first preseason friendly. Another influence is the manager Viva Calcio, which featured real-life 90s Serie A players. Not sure I am familiar with him or that, Mr. Grizzly. Viva Calcio. Sounds awesome. You know, I love Italian football. Offers in for Kanchelskis. Where is he going to spend this coming season? Derby with an offer for Brian McDermott. Yeah, we're still bringing in funds. Bierhoff, extend his contract. We have tried to offer Gary Briggs out. 1.8 as well. Still early in the transfer window, so lots of things can happen. Tottenham appoint a new manager. John Paulston covers both the right fullback and the central defense. I see him mainly as a central defender. We need some options. We definitely need some defensive options. So John Paulston, loan deal. Let's get him in. Add to training camp squad. Welcome him to the club. Train him as a central defender. 19 years old, John Paulston is. Steve Chettle, 18-year-old central defender, joining us on a loan deal as well. Steve Chettle actually looks quite promising, doesn't he? As he's described. Plan is not that he's going to be a starter. He's a backup option, and I think he looks quite awesome. It's that left fullback position I'm most worried about. There's not a lot of options. I do have Neil Slatter, 23 years old. Doesn't look like much, but he did play decent last season. He did produce a bunch of assists, got 1 goal. Average rating higher than 7.0, so Neil Slatter right now is our starting left fullback. So we're waiting for David Platt to make his decision. Sieverbeck, please accept our deal. Graham Lusser and the 2 attacking midfielders, especially Andy Möller, would be absolutely brilliant. Manga isn't... Manga, you meant Manga. I just read it as manager. Manga, I'm with you now, Mr. Grizzly. Japanese comic books. The main character, Yoshina, is an 18-year-old Japanese attack midfielder, played for Fiorentina. Love that stuff, my friend. Love that stuff. Alternate universe and all that. Use your imagination. That's awesome. Yeah, as I said, we're not the only one coming in for Andy Miller's signature. He's 19 years old. He's one of the best Wonder Kids on this entire database. We have offered him a contract, but we're up against Spurs, AC Milan. It's probably not going to happen. Get away from John. Please get away from him. We really need him. First preseason friendly. We are going to instant result these. All about the fitness levels. And it's all about me having none, absolutely none, no attack midfielders available. So we got to get a little bit creative here. Let's get Neil Slatter in on that left fullback, obviously. Who the devil are we playing as attack midfielders? Robbie Mustoe, normally a ball-winning midfielder. Give it a go. Dave Leeworthy, why not? Give it a shot as a shadow striker, Dave. It's a preseason friendly. It's fair enough. However this one goes. There we go. Instant result. Move on. Gotta get through preseason. 14-0. 14-0. Leeworthy. 2, 4, 6 goals. He scored, what, 0 goals? Or was it 1 goal? 1 goal last season. When it comes to off-season, he's on fire. What do we do here, Kevin Brock? Off him away once again. 1 mil. Me gusta su. What's up with Davasuka now? Oh no. Drisna. 1, 2, 3 in with the follow. We do appreciate that, Drisna. Thank you, very kind. Happy Friday. How are we doing? What's up with Davasuka? New contract. I think we can fix that. That seems a fair request. We got you. We got you, Dava. Top goal scorer last season. Of course he needs a new contract. His current contract runs for 2 more years, and it's 6K. Wow. All right, time for a pay rise, isn't it? Well-deserved pay rise for the young man. 22.5, that's perfect. No minimum fee release clause. I love that. There we go. I'm happy with the deal, Dava. Hopefully you are as well. Appreciate it, Trisna. Appreciate the follow. Welcome in. We are rebuilding Oxford United. 1986-87 database. There's not a lot of the 86-87 Oxford players left in this team. Tommy Caton is, though. David Lang and a couple is still around, but it's a complete overhaul. In the first season, all the players are either English, Irish, Scottish, Welsh. This season, you see, the world is coming to Oxford. We got players from Denmark, Brazil, Belgium, Romania, Argentina, Ghana, Argentina again, Chile, Croatia, Germany. That's how it is. What is that? Graham Lesser transfer cancelled? Why? ¿Qué pasa? The squad mode has no 2 long-term domestic-based loan players. And because we loaned those 2, oh, that's stupid. That is stupid. We should only have loaned one of them. We should only have loaned one of these guys. Oh, that was stupid. No Graham Lesser now. Can I buy him? What is the price tag? 0? I'm down with that. No, 22.5. Damn. Almost 40. 41 mil for 18-year-old Graham Lesser. You are out of your mind, Chelsea. 26.5 combined deal. I'm desperate to find a left fullback. And Graham Lesser is just a good shout, isn't he? All right, let's talk. He's probably not even interested. He was interested in a loan deal. He's probably not even interested in a proper deal, right? Lesser and Colin Hendry. Strong Blackburn 95 flavor there. Good point, Mr. Grizzly. Absolutely. The future champions of Blackburn. Any other from that Blackburn Championship side we should take a look at? Maybe Alan. Maybe Alan. He's not interested. We've already tried. We have already tried. It's not happening. At least yet, he's staying a Southampton player. Fair enough. He's only 16 as well. Graham Lasser is interested, actually. But paying 20 mil for an 18-year-old... Graham Lasser, I'm not sure about this. I'm really not sure about this. But there's just not a lot of options. To be honest, there's just not a lot of options. Yearly wage rise, appearance fee, chuck that up a little bit. Clean sheet, that could be 5.5. And bribe his freaking agent. Alright, that's an offer. Alternatives. If we look for alternatives to Graham Lasser on the left fullback position, last time I checked, there was not a lot of options. So this is interested in a loan deal. Nando from Valencia, maybe. Maybe could be an option. Interested in joining us on a permanent deal. Let's take a look at Nando. He can cross the ball, but technique 6, not happening. Strong mentals though, but not happening. Reinhardt, we had him in on loan last season. Not good enough to be a starter, right? Not good enough to be a starter. Just need Wilcox and Ripley. So Ripley is starting at, is it Middlesbrough on this database? Stuart Ripley. Already picked up by Man City. Yeah, he starts at Middlesbrough. Very young Stuart Ripley, obviously. Where is Wilcox? I must admit, I cannot remember where Wilcox was back in the day. Jason, not around. He's going to join as a regen, I reckon. But Ripley doesn't look bad, right? Ripley do not look bad at all. Drisna. Hi, follow you to avoid losing this channel. Fine and related. Also English, not my native, so that I can text much message. I understand what you're saying, Drisna. I do understand what you're writing in English. You're doing a good job. And thank you for saving my channel. I appreciate it. If you love football history, retro, nostalgia, here we are. It's a universal language. English is not my first language either. You probably can hear that as well. So you get what I mean? The options at left fullback. Bockelmans has a great long shot. He can cross the ball. He's fast for the time. His mental attributes is a little bit up and down. 7 technique, I'm not down with that. But 14 tackling, 12 marking, positioning 5. Damn. He's a mixed bag. He has some really good upsides, but some really horrible downsides as well. And the main man, better than Zidane, Tim Sherwood, Mr. Grizzly. Tim Sherwood, let's go have a look at him. Isn't it Watford he starts out at? Hayden, appreciate the follow, Hayden, very kind. Hayden F4 in with the follow. Happy Friday. How are we doing, Hayden? Assembling the Blackburn team just at Oxford United. Is that a side mission? Is that a side objective we are starting here? Tim Sherwood, look at the baby face. Look at the baby face. Cutie. But strong mental attributes for the young man. Hard-working midfielder. You can always use a guy like Tim in your team. We're rebuilding Blackburn just at Oxford. Let's see what happened here. Graham Lasser. I mean, as an 18-year-old, he is, in my opinion, the best opportunity for a starting left fullback. But damn, my starting 11 next season is going to be so young. So ridiculously young. And we love it. We love it. We can build for the future then. Offers in for Kevin Brock. Newcastle, that's you. That is you, Newcastle. I don't want to loan him out. No. Reject those loan deals. Send him to Newcastle. That would be perfect. Luton is in on Seabeck. Schmeichel. Yeah, good on you, Schmeichel. Late bloomer he's going to be in this universe. 23 years old. how good can he become, Schmeichel, you know? It's a little bit tricky to get him to the world-class level as he came in real life because he's not 18, he's not 19 years old. Is this database available? Yes, sir, Hayden. This database is most definitely available. If you head over to my website, there is a link in the chat right now over on Twitch. The 8687 database, there's a save game file, there's an FMF editor file available. You can get it from the Steam Workshop. There's direct download links over on my website, Hayden. 8687 database. Give it a go, my friend. There's even a regen mod for this database, so you get real-life players added for the next, 35 years or something like that. Regen mod has been made by Mr. Tinny, if you're not already familiar. We got a shout for Tinny as well over at his website, Patreon side, excuse me. Dresna. I like FM. Today I watch another streamer, but in the future I would like to watch you also. Thanks for the unusual FM playing. I take that as a huge praise, my friend. Thank you for dropping by today, Dresna. Really appreciate it. Yes, we are having an unusual approach to Football Manager on this channel, as it's all going down in the past. Almost all my saves are on retro databases. And excuse me for a second. Peter Roach Brown. He rejected the contract offer from Hearts. He's worth more than this. He was great last season. He just don't fit my tactic. I need to crack open a window. It's so hot in here. Hang on for a sec. It helped absolutely nothing. Opening 2 windows, it helped absolutely nothing. It is freaking hot today. But who is complaining? Not me. On with the transfer window, shall we? Liverpool in with an offer for Fernando Hierro, 19 years old. Pepe Signori. If I didn't already have 4 strikers, Pepe Signori would be a fantastic shout. By the way, have you seen what my regen assistant manager is called? Michael, Gary Mack is injured. Samorano joined the training camp. There we have it. Newly appointed assistant manager, going by the name Ryan Reynolds. Even a regen, random regen, that is. Napoli signed Ruud Gullit. Mamma mia, on a free. I offered him a contract. He was not interested, but he was willing to listen to our contract offer. But Napoli now has Ruud Gullit at the age of 24 years old and Diego Maradona. They've also signed Claudio Caniggia. Balakov. What a Napoli team this is. Damn. That's incredible. All right, I'm ready to leave Oxford. Napoli, do you need a new manager? Because I'm up for it. Holy shit. Just Diego Maradona and Ruud Gullit. Wowzers. Darko Panchev, that's a hell of a shout as well. I got my scouts out, working around the world. Finding new prospects. Come on, we really need that signing, actually. Tommy Caton, extend his contract with us. I'm happy with that. No way. No way. Andy Müller is coming to Oxford. Yes. Star player. Let me tell you, star player. 19-year-old wonder kid. One of the best wonder kids in this database. We were up against some big teams. AC Milan and Spurs. But we offered him a hell of a contract, didn't we? Hell of a contract. Now that's a game changer. Super fast, hell of a long shot, free kicks, set pieces overall. Absolutely. Barn burner of a player. Yes, we're going to sign him. Andy Müller has joined us. That's a huge one. That's not one that I expected to sign a deal with us. In the yellow Oxford United club colors. Andy Müller, babyface as well. Welcome in. Whew. Yeah, we start out with this attacking midfield on support. Talk about strengthening our team. Attacking midfielder on support, Andy Müller. Yes, please. Alongside Gary McAllister. Gary McAllister and Andy Müller. With Abedi Pelé as the backup option. Now we're starting to look like something. That was a proper signing. Andy Müller, that was a proper signing. I might hop back on Patreon on my next payday and get the 86-87 database in the regen mod, Mr. Grizzly. The database itself is free. You can go and download that right now. The regen mod, obviously, you need to sign up to Mr. Tini's Patreon. But give it a go, Mr. Grizzly. You have so much knowledge. That's obvious. You would have fun with this. Mr. Grizzly, Andy Müller was nicknamed the Golden Boy by the Time Media back in the day. He remained the Golden Boy to us till the day he retired. Look at that, look at that. We like a little fun fact. Love that, Mr. Grizzly. I'm sure he can do wonders for us. So, Graham Lusser, John Siebeck, and David Platt is the three players we are awaiting for the decisions. Kanchelskis is leaving on a loan deal. Good for him. Good for him. Very young Kanchelskis as well. We're starting out against Liverpool, I just noticed. First game in the First Division. Liverpool. Charlton, Luton. Current title holders, Liverpool. Dominating the world back then, as you can see. Even in this alternate universe. And we're starting against the defending champions at Anfield. We up for that challenge. We are up for that challenge with the youngest team in the English First Division, I reckon. Yes, Coventry. In with an offer for Gary Briggs. Someone must need Peter Roach-Brown. He was good last season. Come on. No intermediary can help us with the deal. This is a bargain. 100k for a proper winger. He's good enough to be a starter. Norwegian offer for Robbie Mustoe. Nope. Graham Lusser, 15.5 mil. Starting left fullback. This is the big question mark. This is the big question mark for me, at least. Are we doing this or not? Are we signing Graham Lusser? As you saw, there's just not a lot of options around. John Siebeck, natural right fullback, can cover the left as well. We got 25 mil left on the transfer budget. I think we're buying Graham Lusser. Yeah, we are. We haven't bought a lot of English players either, so we need some English players in our team. And here comes Graham Lusser. 18 years old. When does he turn 19? In October? Yeah, right. 3 months. There we have him. Wing back on support. Positioning 10. Marking 12. Should we chug in a defensive positioning as well? Jumping reads 2. Wasn't it Graham Lusser who ended up in a fight with a teammate? Was it Lee Boyer? Wasn't it? Was it Graham Lusser and Lee Boyer? I think it was. All right, there we have him. Add him to the starting 11, shall we? Graham Lusser. Lock down his role. All right, all right. Our starting 11 is starting to look like something, isn't it? Oh, we forgot about adding him to training camp. Welcoming him to the team, to the club. So we still got 2 players. We're waiting 2 players' decision. Then let's get freaking through the preseason so we can start off the proper season against Liverpool. That's gonna be a fun one. Either we're going to get slaughtered 6-0 or something, or we're going to be the upset package. Let's hope so. Who do we have here? Who do we have here? It's the lucky dog. Yeah, what up? Hey, chill out. What up? Team mascot to the rescue. We've just signed Graham Lasser. You happy with that? You all right with that? Also signed Andy Muller. Andy Muller. Oh, he's a baller. Yeah, good boy, good boy. See you later. Not that was Dyer and Boyer. No, that was Dyer and Boyer. Was it Kieran Dyer? Was it Kieran Dyer and Lee Boyer? Why do I remember Graham Lasser? Is that another? I remember Graham Lasser, you know, taking the color of... Or did Graham Lasser split the two apart? Maybe I'm mixing up things, rambling. Sir Grunge, med dynamit får vi dansken på knæ. I'm at the Danish Dynamite team. I love that. Pet's best popper. Sir Grunge, my guy. Happy Friday. Good to see ya. Look at our most recent signings, Grunge. Look at my most recent signings. Andy Muller, 19.5 mil. Probably the best player we've signed. Fantastic he is. You did see last time we picked up Gary McAllister, Gabriel Batistuta. We have also chosen to pay 15 mil for an 18-year-old Graham Lasser. We are setting we are building a team over here. We are building a team. Hope you're doing well, Grunge. Lasser was a saucy little fucker, to be fair, says Rambling. That's spot on, that description, Rambling. It's completely spot on. Let's bring on Abedi Pele because Gary Mack, he is still out injured. Where did he go now? Abedi Pele. There we go. Yeah. What is it with Abedi? That's advanced playmaker support, I decided. Let's lock that role both left and right. Andy Muller. Abedi Pele. There you have it. Advanced playmaker. Good stuff. He is a lefty, Abedi Pele, so that makes sense. Alright. Preseason friendly. Müller isn't better than Barty. How dare you? Sir Grunge, of course he isn't. But at this point of time, I actually think he is. If we're talking prime player, Batistuta is the best. Absolutely best in his prime. But at this age, Andy Müller is better. Is, Vavavoom! Le Sol punched David Batty. Was it that Graham Lasser and David Batty? Yeah, that's the one, Vavavoom. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know in the chat, my man. That was the one. That was the one I thought about. Lasser versus Wise. Sir Grunge remembered as well. Good stuff. Sir Grunge shares old-fashioned with chat. Reports bucket database. Mr. Grizzly. Also Fernando Redondo. This squad is too good. By the names of the players, this squad looks world-class. But he's 18 years old. I'm not even sure Fernando Redondo is ready to be a starter. I mean, these players are so freaking young. Where do you reckon we'll end up in the Premier League with a team this young? I mean, many of our starters is going to be 18, 19 years old. I'm not sure Gabriel Batistuta scores 20 goals in his first season in England. I'm not sure he scores 20 goals. Davasuka did in his first season, 23. So it is possible. But consistency with young players like this, you know how it goes. So I'm downplaying a little bit because the names of the players sounds fantastic. But in reality, they are not in the primes at all yet. I need to remember to rotate just a little bit here. Just a little bit. It's preseason. Yes, that's ball winning on defend, yeah. Save the rolls, please. There we go. That's fine. Instant result. Hi, mate. I know this is rather cheeky, and I really appreciate everything you do. Will you be doing English Division 4 for 86-87 database? Thank you for joining us, XXMA. Appreciate it. It's a fair question. Completely fair question. My most recent update for the 86 database was the 3rd division, which it sounds like you were aware of. And the plan is, yes, to add the 4th division in England to this database as well. That is the plan. I'm working on it right now. But the thing is, I always want to try to add as many different nations to a database like this. We already got the top 3 divisions in England. I would be happy to add other nations' top divisions, but that is easier said than done. I'm working on the Turkish top division for this database. Not easy, because I need to get a lot of information like statistics, player descriptions, all that jazz. I've gotten a lot of help from some of my Turkish friends, but still, it is not easy. So I am working on the English 4th division for this database already. I don't have a time schedule for when I will release it. It's in the making. David Platt. Now, this is actually a problem, because David Platt was assigning as an attacking midfielder. And I do not need any more attacking midfielders. But I love David Platt. What are we doing here? Could he play as a DM? Segundo volante. Segundo volante, David Platt? Could that be something? He's not going to be a starter as an attacking midfielder. Tackling is not good enough. Marking is shambles. Do I dare play him as a DM? I bet that's the first time that sentence has ever been uttered, says Rambling Man. Douche, Platt. You said that before, Sir Grunch. Why is David Platt a douche? As a football player, I was a huge fan. He was a goal-scoring midfielder. I don't know him in personal. I don't know how he is in real life. So, no opinion. Determination is great. Defensive midfielder? Work rate is not good enough. Teamwork not good enough. It's not natural at all, but Segundo Volante could be a thing. 10 mil left on the transfer budget. It's more important we sign a defender. So let me delay David Platt for now. As you see, I got these 3 players as my attacking midfielders. Do I sign David Platt as a 4th option? Because these 3 are going to play a lot. His personality and opinions. Fair enough, Grunge. Fair enough. I haven't heard about any of his opinions. Hello, Matt. Hello, Vita. Good evening, my friend. How are we doing, my Brazilian amigo? Problems at work. No worries, Vita. You're here. We appreciate it. We are building Oxford United just like last time, Vita. We are signing a lot of interesting players for this Oxford team, aren't we? I'm a Wolves fan. That makes sense. Wolves in the 4th division on this database. That's such a bummer, yeah? But could be a fun save. So I'm pushing the 4th division. I really hope to push it out. We were garbage back then. Was hoping to bring us back some glory. Thanks, mate. No rush. I'll try. European save while I wait. Appreciate it, XXMA. Appreciate it. You're not the only one asking for the Wolves team, obviously. There's other teams in the English 4th division. Quite interesting teams. So, working on it. Liverpool signs Fernando Hierro. 19 years old. 26.5 mil. The champions of England. The team we are starting out against when the season opens. In like what? A month's time or something like that. We got 4 friendlies to go. FC Motown. That's my music taste. Motown. Lovely stuff. Didn't know they had a football team, to be honest. Pepe Signori. Where is he going? Where is he ending up? John Schubeck, that was important. Covers both fullbacks. That was important. Could be our starting right fullback, to be honest. Danish Dynamite, just like Sir Grunchy said. Danish Dynamite. Smigel is ready to welcome him. Schubeck. As you can see, covers both fullbacks. That's so important. Right fullback, wing back on support. That's great. I'm so chuffed about this transfer window. It's been fun. Second Dane has joined us now. It is starting to look like something, isn't it? This surprised me so much. Peter Roach Brown. Should we ask him? No, fair enough. Gary Briggs is leaving us. He did well in the first season. He did very well. He's joining Coventry. He scored 6 goals in the first division for us last year. Did very well. Near post corners, obviously. Defensive-wise, not fantastic. And we have chosen to go other directions with our central defenders. So, goodbye, Gary Briggs. Ciao, ciao. See ya another time. What skin are you using? Richard over on YouTube asks. Let me... There you go, my friend. It is called OPC Elite. I can show you like this as well. Interface. Here you have it. OPC Elite. It can be downloaded from FM Scout, I'm sure. There's variations as well. Blackout version. I'm just using the normal one. OPC Elite skin. I've been using it for years. There's so many great skins out there. Nothing against any of the other skins. You just get familiar with what you prefer. I like the big pictures for the players. Goes well with the face pack for the retro databases, obviously. I like how the attributes are displayed and so on. FC Motown is coming up in our next preseason friendly. Yes, Vita, I have bought many more players. Let me show you what's been going on. You saw last time that we signed all these players, not Lupescu. Vita, you saw we signed these players last time. We have now signed Lupescu, 18 years old, back up on the defensive midfield, Romanian. John Polston, 19 years old, and Steve Chettle, both back up central defenders. Polston can cover right fullback as well. Then the big one, Vita. Andy Müller, 19-year-old German wonder kid. I did not expect this guy to sign with us, but he did. He chose us. He chose Oxford United over Tottenham Hotspur and AC Milan. We also paid 24 mil for Graham Lusser, 18 years old. And finally, picked up on a free, another Dane, John Sievebeck. So we are about to, we're quite ready to kick off this season. Last player hanging is David Platt. Any tips to not sell players? Regular playing time and praise. That's a good shout, Sir Grunge. That's a good advice. Flip flabberoo. Yeah, Andy Müller and Lusser. What a window, Vita. It's been such a fun window, hasn't it? Previously signed as well Gabriel Batistuta, Abedi Pele, Gary McAllister. It's a complete overhaul. Fernando Redondo. I'm quite interested in seeing the starting 11 when we kick off the season in a couple of weeks. How young we're going to be. Yes, let's bring on... And Julio Cesar, I mean, that's quality. That's quality. We have picked up some very young players. We've also picked up some quality players. Signing players of same nationality. Very good. Very good advice, Sir Grunge. Just listen to Sir Grunge. He knows what he talks about. Batistuta, get some playing time. Let's give Alan George some playing time as well. Augusto Inacio. Fernando Redondo. Yes. Robbie Musto. Get in there, son. Yeah, it's important we rotate a little bit. It's preseason. Match sharpness is the most important aspect. We are probably winning this game 10-0 or something anyway. 9-0. Close call, close call. I should do some more betting, shouldn't I? Tony Dorigo. So 3 preseason friendlies to go before we kick off the season against Liverpool. Let's go. We're ready for the challenge. The title holders of England. XXMA. Yeah, I think Fabio still has potential to succeed. Oh, you're talking about the Wolves players. Yeah, that's awesome. Sir Grungeon and Benny Gage. What's up, brother? The mad scientist. Benny, my man. I like the entrance. Happy Friday, Benny. It's good to see you as always. How are we doing, Benny? What's happening? What got any plans for the weekend? Are we streaming this weekend, Benny? Let us know, please. And look, my newly appointed random region assistant manager is called Ryan Reynolds. Why not? Why not? He's actually quite good if you look at his CA and PA. Not too shabby. But good to see you, Benny. Good to have you. Hope you're well. Thank you very much, Benny. I'm all well. Doing very well. As you maybe heard last time, I'm working on a little secret project in the background, which I'm having so much fun with. I'm looking so much forward to share it with you guys, but for now, it is still secret. You know I love secrets. I love secrets. I just lost Ryan Reynolds. That was a short stay. He's been appointed as manager for Portsmouth. He has a good current ability, to be fair, so being my assistant manager was not good enough for him. So Ryan Reynolds in this alternate universe, manager of Portsmouth. Salute. It is so goddamn hot in here today. Come on. Oh. Brain freeze. Brain freeze. Ice cold. Ice cold. Oh, that was nice, though. That was nice. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Thank you for dropping by tonight. We really appreciate it. Peace out. Some sugar to my blood. So we need to sign a new assistant manager, obviously. Ryan has left us. Yeah, what a first game of the season, Vita. The dominating Liverpool side of the 80s. They won last season as well in our save. So that's going to be a hell of a test to start out with. But we are ready for it. I hope a young Batistuta, Andy Müller, Fernando Redondo is going to cause some upsets in that one. But we are up against world-class players, obviously. Gonna be hell of a test. Ryan, he'll move to Wrexham at some point, Mr. Grizzly. I know what you mean. New York Red Bulls, back in the late 80s, they were nothing. They were nothing at all. Mad, I bought a new desk. Custom-made wooden board. Milan colored. Matching chair. Hey, Sir Grunge, looking good. That sounds freaking awesome, Grunge. Customizing your desk setup. Any plans of starting streaming or anything like that, Sir Grunge? If not, why the hell not? Do like you do and go club colors. I like it. I dig it. I dig it. Sir Grunge is against me signing David Platt. Anyone against me if I sign David Platt? I mean, 3.7 mil. Isn't it a bargain? Sunday, says Benny. Benny is live streaming on Sunday. Check him out, guys. Football tomorrow. At Football Tomorrow, Benny. I hope you will enjoy it. I just lost Ryan Reynolds, says Vita. Not the real Ryan Reynolds, apparently. In this universe, it's someone else. Skål, Sir Grunge, goddamn. Skål. Salute. Cheers. Sante. Let me delay David Platt once again. We need to get through this preseason. I don't care about these last couple of preseason friendlies. Let's get through them without getting any injuries. That's all I'm asking. Let's get Zamorano in action alongside Oliver Bierhoff. Look at that. Look at that. The player roles. We have so many different player roles to switch between. Let me see the young Steve Chettle in central defense. Let's start Neil Slatter for this one. The young Lupescu instead of Redondo. Lorenzo Starlins. Yeah, there we go. All right, we swap a little bit around here. Oh, yeah, my bad. Julio Cesar. He's with the national team. We got a Brazilian international in our Oxford team. That's freaking awesome. Benny, I'm well, man. Got great news yesterday, and the stream was good. We went the opening 25 games of the K-League 1 with only 7 wins. Won 3 of 5 last night. 10-7-13. Now pulled 7 clear the drop. Sounds awesome, Benny. You're rocking. You're rocking that K-League save. I didn't mean to play this match, by the way. I won't. I will still instant result it. I just hit the wrong button. So, there we go. Instant result. That's good to hear, Benny. And awesome, you got some great news as well. That's freaking awesome. 7-0. We're walking over this preseason. As we should do. Let's do this. Come on. I want to get up to that opening game. Opening season opener against Liverpool. The most dominating side in our universe so far. Gonna be fun to test our young squad against that Liverpool team. So many offers in for Robbie Mustoe. I'm not ready to let him go. He's the only homegrown Oxford player that's left. We can't let him go. He looks alright, I mean, for an 18-year-old, he looks alright, doesn't he? Matt, how are you, sire? It is Musterman. Good evening, Musterman. It's good to see ya. Is Vita still around? Could we please get some shout-outs, my friend? I didn't see if you gave a shout-out to our good friends. But we would appreciate it a hell of a lot. Otherwise, I will do it myself, obviously. There is Vita. Love it. Sir Grunge interviews some Brits wanting to play same formation as Matt. Well, why not, Sir Grunge? Well, why not? Are we talking 4-2-2 formation? That's the one I'm rocking these days. How are we doing, Masterman? Thank you for dropping by. We always appreciate it. They didn't exist, to be fair, said Benny Cage. New York Red Bulls were 96 original as the New York, New Jersey Cosmos. There we go with a little bit of MLS football history. You're absolutely right, Benny. You're absolutely right. So, the New York Red Bulls that are on the 86-87 database, I actually think I set their reputation at nil. Absolutely nil. I don't delete clubs, but if clubs has extinct since back then, obviously I just leave it with a big nil. So quite interesting that we played a friendly against them, actually. Oh, Graham Lusso is out for one day. Not happy to see the young 18-year-old fullback getting injured. Sir Grunge, you know I won't go back to streaming unless you ask me to do it for one of the databases. Hey, hell yeah, Sir Grunge. That would be huge. What database would it be then? If it's your choice, Sir Grunge, it has to be my retro database. No, what season would you love to go back to then? If you should choose one. John Walk heading to Spain. Real Sociedad. As Pepe Signori is going to Napoli. Transfer window still open for what? Like 1.5 months almost. I do not have many more plans. Other than David Platt, maybe. Benny, sorry, what am I talking about? They were the Metro Stars, not the Cosmos back then. I do remember New York, New Jersey Metro Stars. Around 1994, right? The World Cup in USA 1994. I remember the MLS got kickstarted again at that point of time. And wasn't Metro Stars around about then? I think they were, right? Cosmos, that was back in Pelé. When Pelé, Franz Beckenbauer played at New York Cosmos, I think. Really testing my MLS knowledge here. Aylesbury United. Samurano out injured. That means Zucker will be playing. Graham Lesser, we need to give him some playing time. Obviously, the plan is still that he is going to be our starting left fullback. Gary McAllister is back from his injury. Get back in action, mate. Let's Colin Hendry. Yeah. Fernando Redondo. Yes. Lupescu. Save his role. There we go. Alan George starting again. Yes. Rotating a little bit. One more preseason friendly coming up. Robbie must go. Good one, Masterman. Although he don't have to go. No, I need him mainly for squad registration things. Robbie must go. Robbie must go. Good one. I love a little wordplay. I love it. One preseason friendly to go. Against French side Brestois, where we actually bought Julio Cesar from. He played for Brest last season. I'd call it 4-4-2, said Sir Grunge. I did play 4-4-2 in the first season on this database. Fair enough, Grunge. But evolution back in the 80s, imagine. The Brazilian national team, 81, 82, they did play this formation, and we are heavily inspired by that in Oxford. 4-2-2 it is. Hi, Matt. Hope you're well, mate. Ollie Sykes, good to see you, Ollie. All good, fine and dandy. Happy Friday, Ollie. How the hell are you? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. We really appreciate it. I'm sleepy, so thank God it's the weekend, says Masterman. It's been a long week, Masterman. Hope you will enjoy your weekend then. Very well deserved. Hopefully you'll get some chill time this weekend. Tottenham signs a Danish legend. Jan Heinze. Oh yeah. The Danes are coming to England. Back in 87. Another offer. It's Norwich. They really want Robbie must go. But I can't have them. I can't allow them. Tottenham signs Paul Parker. Beat Man United to the punch. Little Paul. He was a good fullback back then. He was a good fullback. Last chance. Signing David Platt or not. Let me take a look, actually. Let me take a look at my squad registration. Because I don't have many English players, to be honest. Let's see how we do registration-wise. Alright. Colin Hendry. Julio Cesar. New players are in. John Schielbeck. Gary Mack. Abedi Pele. Batistuta. I think we're fine, actually. I think we're fine. We don't have to sign David Platt because of registration rules. I got 3 attacking midfielders. I love all 3 of them, and I'm going to give them a lot of playing time. But if one of them get injured, I don't have a 4th option. So, Grunge, if it's my choice... Oof, you actually already made that one when Berlusconi bought my AC Milan. 87. It's this one, so... Yeah, at this point of time, as an AC Milan supporter, Grunge, I can respect that. There was early days for AC Milan. They played in the Serie B, 3 years prior to this season? To the 86 season? We got 11, 12, 10, 11 mil. Do I upset Sir Grunge if I sign David Platt? What kind of deal is it? Squad player? Squad player, that's what it is. I have to. I'm signing David Platt. Scusa, Sir Grunge. I know he's not your favorite. He's not by any means going to be a starting player. He's a backup option. Are we going attack midfield on attack? Yeah, I think we are. Dribbling 8, though. Dribbling 8. That's horrible. He got some other upsides, don't he? David Platt, last signing for this window. Last signing for us. We are ready to kick off the season. Close the window. Stop the counting. Let's start this season, shall we? That's it, right? Yeah. Davasuka. He was a star last season. He's going to be important this season. We don't have any John Aldridge. Yes, said Benny Cage. Mr. Grizzly, another winning 11-3 legend, Oliver Bierhoff. So winning 11, Mr. Grizzly. Is that a mobile phone game? It is, right? Is it a console game? Winning 11? First that comes into my mind is a mobile phone game, but I'm not totally sure. Cruz Azul from Mexico. In with an offer for Ray Clemens. Wow. The Tottenham goalie, who's 38 years old, is potentially moving to Mexico. Viva Los Mexico. Big fan of breasts, says Sir Grunge, just like Vita. Thomas Rolls. 5-stream, 1-streak, Thomas. We're getting there. Happy Friday, Thomas. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Long week. You made it to the end of the week again, Thomas. Good on you. Squad numbers. Mamma mia. Oxford going to Europe this season, says Vita. Would be awesome. Top 7 finish. Yeah, should be possible. But as I said so many times, we are very young. Our team is very, very young. Are we good enough? Redondo. 8 for Redondo. McAllister. No, 10 for McAllister. Andy Muller. 23. Michael Jordan. Batistuta wants number 9. He gets number 9. Zamorano. 1. Yeah, that's 19, isn't it? 1 plus 8. It's actually 18. 18 for Zamorano. Abedi Pele. 20. David Platt. 25, Lupescu, 24, Holston, Chettle. There we go. Squad numbers. Let's rock and roll. No Brits in an English club. Sure way of winning titles. Unless you're Arsenal, says Sir Grunge. First division top goal scorer. Odds of obviously Ian Rush, Eric Cantona, who was this close joining us, I feel like. Tony Polster, Graham Sharp, John Aldridge. Man United now, John Aldridge. Shit. Yannick Stopida. No, we're not loaning Lupescu out. Top player odds, Brian Robson, Ian Rush, Glenn Hoddle, Eric Cantona, Trevor Steven, and John Barnes, who's now turning out for Nottingham Forest. No Oxford players. We will be the surprise package this season. Mark my words, we will be the surprise package. Top young players, Cantona, Tony Adams, Paul Gascoigne, Christos Stoichkov, Dejan Savicevic, and Nigel Clough. Mr. Grizzly, Brazil continued to play the golden box midfield until 98. And I love that. Why the hell not? They had so many great attacking midfielders. I do remember 98 with Rivaldo as that attacking midfielder. One of those attacking midfielders. No, let me tell the teams that we are not loaning him out. Unavailable. Vitor, we had another Brazilian joining us earlier tonight over in the YouTube chat. Excuse me. A Grêmio supporter. His favorite player of all time, Renato Gaucho. We had Felipe, who joined us over in the YouTube chat earlier. Renato Gaucho. Peter Roach-Brown goes to Newcastle. Enjoy it, Newcastle. He was fantastic last season. Upsetting me is worth it alone, says Sir Grunge. Signing David Platt, yeah. We can afford high payouts for the players. I'm just a football nerd, says Mr. Grizzly. And we love football nerds in this part of the internet. Love it, Grizzly. Absolutely love it. Yeah, our balance after this chaotic transfer window, our balance is absolutely, it's all right. It's all right. Sits on 11 mil. Come on, one last preseason friendly. Let's get through this so we can kick off this season. See how our young team are ready to do. Winning 11 is the predecessor to PES, mainly on PS1. Pro Evolution Soccer. I can't believe I'm not familiar with Winning 11. My bad, Mr. Grizzly. I played so many football games. Even before Championship Manager was a thing. I still have my good old Amiga right beside me. Played so many. Colin Hendry doing well in training, no surprise. Such a warrior. Musterman, beware of Grizzly. He knows far too much. Thanks for the heads up, Musterman. I love that though. I'll be picking his brain then. Thomas Rolls, all good thanks. Just tired from work. Got work at 6 a.m. tomorrow, but had a day off today, so been chilling and spent most of it asleep. Rewinding, getting back, rewinding yourself, Thomas, after a tough week. Early tomorrow. I respect the grind, Thomas. Absolutely awesome. So what do we do here? Last preseason friendly. We have to see David Platt in action, don't we? Yeah. Dondo Lopescu. Tommy Caton instead of Colin Hendry. Batistuta is far from being match sharp, so let's bring him on. There we go. Last preseason friendly. Against a French Ligue 1 team. I forgot Winning 11 was known as ISS Pro in the Western world, so my apology. Now that rings a bell, Mr. Grizzly. That does ring a bell, ISS Pro. I used to sell computer games at a shop back in the day. I can see the cover where it says ISS Pro. I was not familiar with Winning 11 as the title. So there we go, Grizzly. Awesome. Thank you for clearing that one up for me. Vita, man, I can send to you a picture of a guy who I think looks a lot like you. You can show to the guys here in the stream. Oh, yes, please, Vita. You're a moderator. Send it by Discord, Vita. Is that the easiest? A lookalike. You know, I love lookalikes. Yes, hit me up over Discord, Vita. I will show it on the screen. Who you think is a lookalike? A mad scientist lookalike. Is it a famous guy? Is it just a random person? Hang on. Alright, I'll bring it up on screen in a second. Then we can hear the other guys if they agree with you, Vita. We have a lookalike contest. Vita found someone that he thinks looks like me, or I look like him. So, Vita, here it comes. Let's check out the picture. Lookalike. Mad scientist lookalike. Or maybe I look like this fella. Let's check it out. There he is. Handsome bloke, obviously. No surprise. I don't think I'm familiar with the guy. My beard is a little bit darker than this guy, isn't it? But besides that, I mean, a little bit in this angle. Is this angle better? Yeah. My Parma cap is more awesome as well, right? What do you think, guys? What do we give this lookalike from Vita? Out of 10. How many do we give it out of 10? And who is this guy? Is it a famous dude? Is it just a random dude from the internet? Who is it, Vita? Let us know. I love lookalikes. I love it. It was not a bad shout, Vita. Not a bad shout. Not at all. Kevin Brock is leaving on a permanent. My scout has picked up a young guy called Paul Gascoigne who has a proper perm on him. Plays for Man United. Where was I in the chat? Excuse me. Where the hell was I in the chat? McCuddles as flies to wanton boys. We are to the gods. They kill us for the sport. Why not? King Lear quote. Wow, Master Man. I was not familiar, as was obvious. I like it. I like it, McCuddles. You didn't know Winning 11, Matt? That's a shock to me, says Vita. Maybe Winning 11 was more Asian and South America. Yeah, it was another name. ISS Pro 98 featuring Carlos Valderrama. El Pipe on the cover. As Mr. Grizzly says. There we go. El Pipe. Carlos Valderrama. Vita, he's an American journalist who has a sports channel about old stories about NBA, MLB, and NFL. There we go. That was the lookalike fella. What is his name, Vita? I think it looks a lot. Vita thinks me and that guy looks a lot like each other. I like it, Vita. That's much fun. Nah, this guy's quite handsome, so nothing like Matt. So Grunge starts running. I can handle it. I can handle a little joke, Sir Grunge. Of course you don't mean it. But good one, Grunge, good one. Because Matt isn't quite handsome. He's exceptionally handsome. Master Man, that's why I like you so much, Master Man. Keep the praise coming. Appreciate it. 2 days and we kick off the season, finally. It's been an action-packed preseason and I've had so much fun. Some of our best players have left us. Interesting players has joined us. I have no idea where we stand at the start of the second season. All I know is we are up against Liverpool, the title holders of England, in the season opener. What do you think our chances are? Does this call for a prediction poll so you can bet some of your channel points? Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out very, very soon. Competition expectations review. Mid-table again. FA Cup run. He finds a grunge as in, damn, you're fine. The name of his channel, a good channel, Press Box Chronicles with Jeff Pearlman. I'm sure I've heard the name Jeff Pearlman before. You know, I follow NBA as well, so I do follow a lot of American media sources. I'm quite sure I've heard about Jeff Pearlman before. But good 1 meter. I liked it. I like that one. Not a bad shout at all. I see the resemblance. Here it is. Season opener. Away at Anfield. Against the current title holders, Liverpool. Let's assemble the starting 11, shall we? Damn, Julio Cesar is still away on international duty with Brazil. Must be the Olympics or something annoying. Why is he away? Our best central defender, yes, he's away with Brazil under 23s. Damn, our best central defender is away for this one. So it's Colin Hendry and Tommy Caton. Gary McAllister in the starting 11. Are we starting John Sieverbeck or Dave Langen? We are starting the Dane. Lorenzo Starlins, defensive midfield alongside Redondo. Davor Suker up on top alongside Gabriel Batistuta. That's going to be the starters. 2 poachers though. 2 poachers and Andy Müller and Gary McAllister. That's the starting 11 against Liverpool. No. I almost forgot. Alan George in goal. Imagine if I've forgotten Peter Schmeichel. Imagine. Mafangulo. I think this is it. This is the starting 11 we're going with. Let me put David Platt on the bench. We also need Zamorano, Abedi Pele, and Oliver Bierhoff on the bench as well. Then we are ready to rock and roll. Then we are ready. Great team. Thank you, Vita. We have worked hard on this team. Not a lot of Oxford originals left in this team. Central defender Tommy Caton. He's the only one in the starting 11 who were here last season. Wish us luck, guys. Let's take a look at that starting 11 for Liverpool. Here we go. Managed by player manager Kenny Dalglish. In goal, Bruce Grobbelaar. Defense, Steve Nicol, Alan Hansen, Mark Lawrenson, and Gerardo. Ronnie Wheeler and Jan Mølby in midfield. Tita and Eder, 2 Brazilians. Attacking midfielders, Marcos Alonso and Ian Rush. This is the champion team. This is the champions. I mean, they do look good. Ian Rush is 100% going to score against us. But this defensive midfield is a little bit right. The defense is to the older side. Alan Hansen and Mark Lawrenson. I believe in the young lads. Come on, Oxford United. Let's see what we can do here at Anfield. Players are warming up. The game has been kicked off. And we get a highlight. John Sieverbeck. Fernando Redondo with a dangerous pass. Intercepted by Marcos Alonso, who starts a counter-attack. Eder back to Alonso. Liverpool counter-attack 2 minutes in. And they missed the target. Big Peter Schmeichel in goal is calm as ever. But the first shot in the game were for Liverpool, obviously. The major favourites. Liverpool in ball possession. Steve Nicol. Eder, get the ball back to Bruce Grobbelaar. Pressure him. Put some pressure on Grobbelaar. Gerardo for Marcos Alonso. Mark Lawrenson. Davor Suker. Phil over the ball. Almost tackled. Not a clean tackle, though. Liverpool moving the ball around still. Bruce Grobbelaar hoofing the ball forward. Here is Andy Müller. Graham Lusser, 18 years old. Davor Suker. Starlins. Move the ball. Fast passing. Sieverbeck finds Davos Zucker.
Golazo! Golazo! Golazo!
It's 1-0 Oxford United. Davos Zucker, our top goal scorer last season. The 19-year-old Davos Zucker with the lethal left foot brings us up 1-0 after 6 minutes at Anfield. You don't need maybe a new centre-back besides Julio Cesar. Cadden is a trust guy. Yeah, Tommy Caton was good last season, Vitor. He was my starter all last season. Really good, actually. Really solid. Here is Tita. Got the ball past Peter Schmeichel. It's 1-1. We were up 1 minute. Damn. Mr. Grizzly with 2 elite attacking midfielders behind them. Double poachers is the way to go. I'm happy to hear that. Alan Hansen to your squad. You can't win anything with kids. Exactly, Grizzly. Remember when he said that, Alan Hansen, about the Man United class of 92? Yeah, Liverpool have leveled up. No surprise. Tita at Liverpool only on Football Manager. Tita was a great player, but in Liverpool is crazy, says Vita. Steve Nicol, get out of here. It's 2-1 Liverpool. It's 2-1. 18 minutes in. The bench is better than your starting team. Yikes, said Sir Grunge. That is scary. That is scary. Mr. Grizzly singing Davos Zucker's name to the tune of Helter Skelter. Yes. Yes, please. Could we answer back here from a corner kick situation? It's 2-1 Liverpool. We do need something special, don't we? We need to be very efficient when we get chances. 1 minute up, Vita, right? We were up 1-0 for 1 minute. Then they turned it all. Turned it around. Liverpool ball possession again. Eder finds Ian Rush. That's a goal. That's a third goal. Ian Rush. Clinical. 3-1 Liverpool. We had our hopes high, as Vita said, for 1 minute. Tough, but they are the champions, they are the favorites, and we have not given up yet. We have not given up yet. We are still searching for that second goal, although Liverpool keeps attacking. Redondo wins the header. Gary McAllister starts the counter. There is Lorenzo Starlins. We need to find a faster player than him to counter. Starlins. Here is Tommy Caton. Redondo. Yeah, go on the left side. Go down the left side. Andy Muller. He sees Graham Lasser. 1-2. Andy Muller. Fine Starlins again. Davos Zucker. Room for John Sieverbeck. John Sieverbeck. Ah, saved by Grabala. But look at our passing. Our passing is crisp. Corner kick, Andy Muller. Half an hour into the first half. Muller was offside. Why do you always do that? Why do you always play the ball, pass the ball to an offside? Position player. 3-1 Liverpool. Approaching halftime. We have done all right. We have done all right. Last highlight, first half. Tita, Eder, the Brazilian invasion of Liverpool in '87 that no one's heard about. Schmeichel! Schmeichel, that's you! That should have been Schmeichel! One of our more experienced players. Damn! Big Peter messed up. I would have been fine with 3-1 at halftime. 4-1. It's over and done with. Peter Schmeichel, what was that? 5.9 at halftime. That hurts. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do to bring on some energy here at the second half? We need to tell the young lads that it's still possible. It's still possible to score some goals. Nameless King. I don't know, but it feels like high aggression combined with poor tackling. It's a terrible mix. Made sense. That makes sense. Absolutely. I don't know what I'm doing here at all. My tactical dispositions. 6.2 Graham Lasser. 6.3 Batistuta. I'm not sure we're changing anything at halftime, actually. Let's kick off the second half, shall we? And it starts out with a corner kick for Liverpool, so Mark Lawrenson can make it 5-1. I said it when I saw this season opener. Either we're getting smashed 6-0, or we will be a huge surprise packet. Mr. Grizzly, Big Gary Mack is still the best McAllister Liverpool ever had. No offense to Alexis. He was a great playmaker, Gary McAllister, back in the day. Great set-piece specialist. Come on, Andy Muller. Go on, Andy. Find a teammate in the box. We got Lorenzo Stalins, who missed the target horribly. All right, it was deflected, so we will get a corner kick. And I did see Davasuka was hurt. Come on, let's get an early goal in the second half from a corner kick situation. No need to time waste. Let's go, Andy Muller. Clear at the near post. We get a second corner kick in a row. Muller again. Who's he going for? No, Lawrenson clears it easily for Liverpool. And Davasuka, that was a dangerous place to lose the ball. We are still in possession, though. Sieverbeck down the right side. It's tough. We are producing as many chances as Liverpool. They've just been way more efficient, as they are way more experienced as well. But please don't concede any more goals, Oxford. Come on. Stay focused. Alan Hansen, Jan Mulby. Ian Rush was tackled by Tommy Caton. Yes, go for it, Davasuka. He still has Batistuta in the box, but no, he was too slow to pass the ball. Liverpool is just passing the ball around my players, but great work by Batistuta. Suker, chance to get a second. Smashed it in. Davasuka assisted by Gary McAllister. It's 5-2. Yeah, that was Batistuta's debut. I want to bring on Ivan Zamorano as a pressing forward. Need to see that. What else? My only backup option to the defensive midfield is Lupescu. Maybe I should go and look for another defensive midfielder. Not now, of course. Graham Lasser still on 6.10. Fair enough. Let's bring on Neil Slatter then. Alright, 5-2. We're still in it. At Anfield. So you gave him 18. Nice, said Mr. Grizzly. And yes, it did. Zamorano with the interception. Finds Davasuka. McAllister hits the crossbar. Open goal, Gary Mack. We are praising you here. Yeah, 1+8 for Ivan Zamorano. That was the idea, obviously, Mr. Grizzly. Last 10 minutes. Let's bring on Lupescu. I think, no, let's bring on Dave Langen as well. A couple of subs here with 10 minutes ago. Hopefully we can bounce back after this Liverpool game. We got a couple of easier games on paper at least. It was a tough one to start out with. Andy Muller going for glory. I love that. I dig that. Six minutes added. Time is ticking. And that was it. Hopefully my players learned a lot from this game. Hopefully they learned a lot that we can build on. I think it's Charlton, the next one. Yeah, Charlton coming up next. At home, at the Manor Ground. That's where the season begins for us. That's where we begin winning games. Hopefully. We got 7 days. We are on double intensity. Yes, as we should be. There we go. So we got 7 days to get more familiar with the tactic before we take on Charlton. Tough start against Liverpool, obviously. But no surprise. Ticket office, 8,700 season tickets so far. Out of a capacity of, is it 18,000? It's 9,600 capacity. This is a Premier League stadium. Very good stadium condition. Good old grass. The manor ground. 9,000. Just imagine. It should be sell-out capacity every single game, shouldn't it? Hot prospect. They freaking highlight Andrei Kanchelskis as my hot prospect. I have Davor Suker. I have Gabriel Batistuta. Fernando Redondo. And the one player I have out on loan, Kanchelski, is highlighted. Mamma mia. Digovia, good to see you. How are we doing, my friend? Happy Friday. Thank you for dropping by. We do appreciate that. How are we doing? We are on the 86-87 database. Just kicked off Season 2 as we are in charge of Oxford United. Andy Müller injured for 2 to 3 months. Mavafangulo, of course. Of course. It's always like this. New signings. Some of them gotta go down with an injury. And this is probably the best new signing we've done. Unfair, Football Manager. Absolutely unfair. Andy Müller's out. That means the next game is going to be Abedi Pele and Gary Mack as the attack midfielders. Then David Platt is the backup option for those two. But damn. Andy Müller. That was a blow. Bierhoff, backup striker, also out injured. Should I lower my training intensity? Maybe. Tough game, Vita. Yeah, we knew it would be a tough game against Liverpool. I always have high hopes to be the underdogs doing the upset. But not this time around. 5-2 win for Liverpool. Probably based on reputation, says Mr. Grizzly. True that. True that, actually. A good point. Batistuta must score. We certainly hope so. He's 18 years old. He's getting his second chance as a starter. He didn't do fantastic in the first game, but he is getting a second chance as a starter, that's for sure. Our young Argentinian, Gabriel Batistuta. Imagine, just imagine his playing attributes explode. I can't wait to see green arrows all across the board. 18 years old. Turns 19 in February. That's in 6 months. Love it. Salute. Me gustas tú. Testicles. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Very kind. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Tess. How are we doing? Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Colin Hendry. Also new addition. Warrior that he is. Going to be important in our central defense. And hopefully we'll get our Brazilian back from international duty. Yes, Julio Cesar is back. Julio Cesar is I'm playing him as a ball-playing defender. Right? Wouldn't you do that as well? Although, to be honest, in this tactic, I have had most success with 2 central defenders on defend. Ball-playing defender? Would you not play him as a ball-playing defender? Vitor, you're Brazilian. Would you not play Julio Cesar as a ball-playing defender? What's the plans for FM26? So right now, the plans is that we get FM26 first of all, and we get a new pre-game editor, and we start grinding new retro databases, my friend. Hopefully we can bring over some of these databases. I've made 3 retro databases for FM24, If we can bring them over, that would be absolutely fantastic. But the plan for my next database is the 2009-10 season. That is the season that has got most votes when I have asked people, what season do you want next? 09-10 has got most votes all across social media. So I gotta listen. Sometimes I gotta listen to what people want. Otherwise, I'll just keep making 90s databases. Barty Gull, Tess. Yes, Barty Gull. And 18 years old. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Tough start. He had a tough start, but we gotta be fair. He's very, very young. And we do have Ivan Samoran on the bench. We also, who's 20. We also have Oliver Bierhoff. He's out injured at the moment, though. He's 19. So there is competition for Barty and Davor Suker. But Davor Suker was our top scorer last season. So he has a leg up, definitely. But this is it. Home game at the Manor Ground against Charlton. We were destroyed by Liverpool in the season opener. Could we bounce back immediately? That would be nice. I do expect a much better performance. Starting 11 for Charlton. Any familiar names? Jimmy Quinn, Melrose, Colin Walsh, Rob Lee. Yeah, Rob Lee was a good player. Mainly known from Newcastle, right? In his young days, he played for Charlton. In defense, we find Nigel Pearson, Peter Shirtliff, John Humphrey, and Bob Boulder as the goalkeeper. On paper, we need to win this one. Come on, Oxford. Serve the home crowd right. Let's get 3 points, shall we? Great. I hope they release the new FM. They will. Don't worry. There will be a new FM at some point. Freaking hell, we've been waiting for such a long time. We're hoping the best for Sports Interactive and a new game, right? Maybe some news soon would be awesome. Batistuta!
Golazo! Golazo!
Bang! A powerful shot up to the top corner. Gabriel Batistuta. He has arrived. 25 seconds at the Manor Ground. Bang! It was a rocket up to the top corner from Batistuta. You called his name out in chat, guys, and you kickstarted him. Batistuta, see. Woo! 1-0 Oxford. Some team you have. Thank you, Tess. Appreciate it. On paper, my team sounds ridiculous. But the thing is, many of the players are not in the prime at all. Graham Lasser is 18 years old. Is he good enough to be a starter? Fernando Redondo, 18 years old. Is he good enough to be a starter? Obviously, these players will develop over the years. Colin Hendry is just 21 years old. So I do not expect us to be title chasing at all this season. But a top 7 position so we can qualify for Europe next season. That's the plan. That's what we hope for. Great start, Vita. Much better, right? Much better here at home. Finishing is funny on FM. Chardell is supposed to be the best finisher in my team, but he's the one underperforming his XG the most. Yeah, Chardell was a goal machine in real life, right, Grizzly? Porto, wherever he played, scored goals. Was it Fenerbahce? Was it Galatasaray he played for? Fenerbahce, wasn't it, Chardell? Also played for Sporting Lisbon, actually. But goal machine Chardell. And through that, finishing on FM is weird sometimes, Grizzly. I mean, we have done some experiments where we have had players we created ourselves with 20 finishing, 20 composure. And the player missed, was it 5 pens out of 12 or something? What a goal from Gary McAllister! First goal as an Oxford player. Gary Mac from distance. This is the Oxford team we want to see. This team is stacked with potential that just want to burst out. Gary McAllister, get in, son. 2-0. Signature Batigol Golazo. Yes, Mr. Grizzly. Absolutely. A lot of young players, says Vita. Graham Lasser, Abadi Pillay. It's a pen. It's a penalty. I cannot remember who I assigned as penalty taker. Who's getting a chance from the spot? Gary McAllister. Set piece. Merchant. 3-0. We have equalized our goal scoring difference. Perfect after 14 minutes against Charlton. Next time we meet Liverpool, we will be up for it. We'll be a totally different team. Mr. Grizzly. Fire hand machine gun. Yes! Gabriel Batistuta. Yes, I know the image of him with the long hair, Fiorentina shirt. Yeah, that's an epic image. Jimmy Quinn with a consolation goal, which is disallowed. Forget about it. Where's all the fans? Said Testicles. Yeah, at the end, the end stand at the Manor Ground. There's never any. I don't know why. I mean, there can be 9,600 in attendance at this stadium. How many is in attendance? 9,600. That must mean that some people are crammed together at the other stands, because this stand, we don't use it. We just don't use that stand. Mr. Grizzly, I made it a mission to sign either Chardell, Elber, Amoruso, Sonny Anderson, or Louis Sau in all my 95 saves. Redemption for those stuck in Ronaldo's shadow. I like that mission. That's a very honorable mission. Some good players in there. I mean, Amoruso. I'm a Parma supporter. We had the pleasure of having Amoruso for a couple of seasons at Parma. Batistuta free kick. Hits the crossbar. Redondo on the rebound. Argentinian connection. Luis Sau is fantastic on the 94 database, isn't he? Or is it on the 98 database? I can't remember. Luis Sau was a beast. Sonny Anderson, Giovanni Elber. Great shouts, but as you say, they were all behind Ronaldo. R9 back then. They didn't stand a chance. Also behind Romario, Bebeto. Obviously, here is Julio Cesar, ball-playing defender. McAllister in the build-up. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Sieverbeck on the right side. Get the cross in, John. It's another pen. It's another chance. It's Gary Mack for the hat-trick. Yes, please. Gary Mack with a hat-trick in his first game at home at the Manor Ground. He's going to be an Oxford United legend. Gary McAllister, yes. Our lucky mascot has arrived. I know what you want. Yeah. I have to let my dog out to the garden because he's farting right now. You smell disgusting. He farted just before he joined me here. So hang on for a sec. I have to let my dog out to the garden. I'll be back. Lovely dog. Thank you, Tess. Very kind. He is lovely. He's a little bugger as well. He has so much energy. But he's a good one. Without him, I would be nothing. Our little lucky mascot. Alright, excuse me, guys. I'll let him out for pee and we will be back. Hang on. See you in a bit. We're back. We're back to kick off the second half. We've taken care of the dog. Any changes at halftime? We are up 4-0. Yeah, let's sit down Gary McAllister. He got a hat trick in 45 minutes. We can sit him down. So David Platt will get his debut. And let me sit down Graham Lasser as well. 4-0 at halftime. We can afford to rotate a little bit. Here is David Platt. Running straight into Colin Walsh. And now Charlton in ball possession. Bob Boulder. Trying to find Jimmy Quinn. But we win ball possession back now. Neil Slatter. Dangerous pass. Here comes Charlton. Rob Lee. Goes for goal. Misses the target. So still 4-0. Let's make some more substitutions. Would be horrible if we picked up some annoying injuries, obviously. Let's sit down Redondo. Let's sit down Davasuker. So we see Zamorano alongside Batistuta. That's a first. With half an hour to go of ordinary time. Very, very boring second half. We decided this game in the first half, didn't we? One last substitution. It's Robbie Mustoe, I think it is. Last 10 minutes. We are controlling the game. Robbie Mustoe gets the ball up to Abedi Pillay. Go on, Abedi. Yes, with the left foot. Saved by Bob Boulder, though. But nice to see a run from Abedi Pillay. He'll get a corner kick now. An outswinger. Cleared by Charlton. A 4-0 win would be good for our goal difference. Getting the clean sheet as well, that would be very nice. Schmeichel plays it out to Sieverbeck, who gives away ball possession. Maybe we won't get a clean sheet. Dangerous chance from Charlton. 5 minutes added. But as I said, this was decided in the first half. Second half, very, very boring. But we got the opportunity to make a couple of substitutions, give some players some playing time. Abedi Pillay finds David Platt. Sieverbeck with an early cross. Batistuta goes for it. Great win. Yes, Vita. Thank you. Good to bounce back after the beating by Liverpool. Come on, we need that clean sheet. Don't let them. John Pearson gets a consolation goal. That's just annoying. That's just annoying. But we do get the 3 points, Vita. We do get the 3 points. Could we go on a winning run now? Winning 3-4 games in a row would be really nice. Rob Lee hits the inside of the post. We're getting a little bit sloppy here late in the game. Oh no, yes, the main thing. Main thing, 3 points, obviously. But me, as a former goalkeeper, I would have liked to see Peter Schmeichel get a clean sheet here. Especially after the beating by Liverpool. But it wasn't to be. Big Bob Boulder. David Platt for Abedi Pillay. Is there one more chance? Is there one more goal in it? Gabriel Batistuta with his second. It's 5-1. Very, very late into injury time. Batistuta scored the goal. 5-1. We lost the first game 5-2. Very good for our goal difference. Very, very good for our goal difference, which is now +1. Who's up next? Luton. We travel to Luton Town, Kenilworth Road, for the next game in the First Division. A loss against Liverpool, a win against Charlton. I really hope we can beat Luton. Batistuta showed his promise. That was much better. Great display by Batistuta. Hat-trick from Gary McAllister in the first 45 minutes. We did see some players deliver against Charlton. That was obvious. Now just close that transfer window. I do not want to lose any players, anything. I'm happy with my squad. Let's just get rolling with this season. We're going for the League Cup. We're going for the FA Cup as well. We're not playing in any continental football this season, so we're gambling on the cups as well. The domestic cups. After Luton, it's Swansea in the League Cup, then Wimbledon and Arsenal, Everton. Alright, not the easiest schedule. Wimbledon were really good last season, remember? They were top of the table for a long while. Arsenal is quality. Everton were quality back then in the 80s. So we gotta win against Luton, actually, because we're not getting 9 points out of these 3 games. I can tell you that already now. Colin Hendry, fractured toe. Out for 5 to 6 weeks. Another injury. That's Hendry out now. Andy Muller is out for a couple of months. Maybe I do need to lower that training intensity a little bit. Ouch. Oldham versus Liverpool. 3-4. What a game. Good on Oldham. They did the best. Dennis Irvin for Oldham. Luton must have lost the first 2 games. Julio Cesar. Injured for 9 to 10 months. Did I read that correct? I don't want to look at the screen. Is he injured for 9 to 10 months? Yes, he is. Damaged cruciate ligaments. Honestly. Honestly, Football Manager. Honestly. That's one entire season he won't get to play. I just lost my best attacking midfielder. I just lost my best central defender. And my second best defender. Oh. Football Manager, you're fucking kidding me. Shit. That 9 to 10 months. The worst outcome, Vita. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. Max team morale plus. You say something, Vita. Should I really go and sign? That's 1 month without Colin Hendry. Do I need to sign a panic signing here? A central defender. Let's see if there's any quality available. Maybe a loan deal. Rafael Alcorta. Trifon Ivanov. We probably have to sign one, don't we? Tess, did you watch the Midtjylland game last night? I thought they were going to beat us by a couple of goals and all to play for in the second leg. I did not see it. I've seen highlights from the game. Quite disappointing as a Dane, definitely. But good on the Scots. You did really well. Did really good. Hibernian made it interesting for the second leg, most definitely. Very interesting. The game is completely open. But there you go. One of the best teams in the Danish Super League. One of the absolute best teams in the Danish Super League. Struggling against Hibernian from Scotland. It tells you a lot, right? It does tell you a lot. Get Hunter from Hibernian. Gordon. 20 years old. Is that the one we're talking about, Tess? Gordon Hunter. Marks opponent tidily. He looks alright for a 20-year-old. He looks alright. His physicals are not fantastic. I would have liked to seen a little bit more strength, jumping reach. Not a bad shout though, Tess. Not a bad shout. But let me see Ivanov. He's 22. Very versatile, very powerful. Fernando Camarasa. Just 19 at this point of time. Chris Fairclough. That could maybe be something. I like that he's not as slow as many of the others. Just oh, I can't loan him. I can't loan him because I already have 2 English players in a loan. So it has to be a foreigner. Henk Fraser, 21. Yeah, now we're talking. Look at those attributes. Henk Fraser. Loan deal. Mandatory. Nope, forget about that. We can make it optional. Shit, we can't afford his wage. That's the issue. 869. Ah, 894. Has to be something like this. Then it's fine. 100. Yeah. Optional. Fine. There we go. Henk Fraser. There's a shout. Andy Thorne. I can't loan any English. John Scales. That rules out John Scales as well. Hibernian legend Hunter is. I must be honest. I don't think I'm familiar with him actually. Gordon. Did he play for Hibernian for the most of his career? Or could I have seen him at any other team? Did he ever play in England? Okay, panic buy or panic loan deal. Let's see if it happens. Because this injury, heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. 9 to 10 months. George Weah. Oh, I don't need any more strikers. I do not need any more strikers. Look away. Jose Chamot is good. Maybe Basile Boli, Apolloni. Great shouts, Vita. Bob Farley out for 7 to 8 weeks. What is happening at Oxford? Everyone is getting injured. What is going on here? Basile Boli. Real Madrid has picked him up already. Holy smokes. We're not getting him, Vita. Chamot, you said, yeah? Still playing back home in Argentina. Promising. He does look promising, definitely. Good shout. Injury FC. Need better fish shoes. I have lots of fish shoes. Fish shoes allowed. Oxford, we need more, yeah. More fish shoes. Better fish shoes. Holy crap. Some serious injuries. And they're not willing to. No. They're not willing to appoint any more fish shoes. That was a bummer. Julio Cesar, Andy Müller. Probably our 2 best players, to be honest. Out injured for months. We are loaning Henk Fraser to strengthen our central defense. Young Dutchman. So what? How much did we get to see Julio Cesar? 1 game or what? We did get to see him for 1 game. Out for the rest of the season. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. But these dudes are coming through in training. Love that. Absolutely love that. Luden coming up next. Training intensity, Illuminati. I just lowered it. I actually think I lowered it before Julio Cesar's injury, didn't I? I think I lowered it from double to normal. But yes, maybe it's part of it. Maybe it is part of it. Beta. PNE. Pain time in BCO. I put max team morale for Kaká when Matt was at Juventus. The next game our keeper was out. Exactly. Exactly, Vita. It's never easy. Let's see if we can get a win without a defense. Holy shit. FM is just brutal. Absolute brutal. Me gustas tú. Me gustas tu. Illuminati, thank you very much. Very kind, pressing that follow button. We do appreciate it. Happy Friday. Welcome in. So, Tommy Caton, starting defender, alongside the young Steve Chettle. 18 years old. I do like his attributes, though. Not as a ball-playing defender, let me tell you that much. Central defender. Hank Fraser on the bench. Maybe John Paulston as well. Other than that, no changes. We did so very well against Charlton. Batistuta, Sukar, Abedi Pele, Gary McAllister. Let's rock and roll. Should be able to beat Luton. We actually need to beat Luton because the schedule is coming with some quality teams after this one. So we do need a win. Mick Harford, Mike Newell, same starting strikers as last season. Peter Nicholas, Ricky Hill, Keith Curl, Steve Foster, and Les Seeley. It looks very much like the same Luton team as in the first season, doesn't it? And we beat them last season, so let's do that again. Come on, Oxford. Even without Julio Cesar, even without Andy Muller, we can do this. We can do this. Drop first 2 to none. Oh, the training intensity as well. Let's see Gary McAllister. Scored a hat-trick in the last game. Took him now 1 minute, 20 seconds to get another one. Gary Mack. Imagine if he becomes our top goal scorer. Attack midfielder. Who got the beautiful assist? Low cross. Dava Sukar for Abedi Pele. There we go. Early cross for Gary McAllister. It's 1-0 early. I'll consider it, Illuminati. I'll consider dropping the training intensity. Usually I don't drop it to none, and it works fine. I mean, there's always injury. There's always periods where we get more injuries than other. But this has just been craziness. It's new signings. It's the same thing. Every time I sign new players, some of them get injured. Nothing new about that. 20 minutes in. Lorenzo Stalins, Tommy Caton, 1-2. Fernando Redondo. A couple of our players have picked up yellow cards. Here it comes John Sieverbeck with a cross for Batistuta. Third goal for the club, Gabriel Batistuta. It's 2-0. We don't need to defend. We just need to attack. We don't need defenders. Davos Sukar hits the crossbar. Batistuta, lots of space. Go for it, son. Testing Les Seeley. Corner kick from Graham Lasso. Half an hour into the first half. Luton still haven't had a shot at all. We have been controlling this completely. Two-0 at halftime, cruising. We can do even better, I reckon. We can do even better. Yeah, let's continue. No subs at halftime. Second half has been kicked off. Tim Breaker. Ricky Hill for Mike Newell. Opening highlight for Luton Town. Here is Gary Mack again. Midfield orchestrator. Runs wide this time. Lorenzo Starlins for Sieverbeck. Starlins 1-2. McAllister with a second goal. Gary Mack. Oh my lord.
¡Golazo! ¡Golazo!
Gary McAllister is a baller. Absolute baller. 5th goal of the season. We're 3 games in. Gary McAllister. My plan with Gary was for him to get a lot of assists. Maybe an occasional goal from a free kick or pen. But mamma mia, Gary McAllister, he is on fire. 22-year-old Scotchman. Fernando Redondo, Abedi Pelé. We want more goals, right? We want more goals, Graham Lesser. What a goal, Vita. That was a nice one. Gary McAllister is where we splashed the money early on, so I did expect to get something awesome out of him, obviously. Abedi Pelé sets up Batistuta. Big chance. We are just in the beginning of the second half. Early in the second half. Keith Curl for Luton for Tim Breaker. Here comes Maganelli. Sliding tackle by Graham Lesser. And he commits a pen. Smiling goal versus Grimes. It's the first goal of the game for Luton. Ashley Grimes. It's 3-1 now. Unfortunate for the young left fullback, Lesser, to commit a pen. Let's see if it's time to make some substitutions. Maybe I should sit down Fernando Redondo. He's on a yellow card. Working hard in midfield. I'm a little bit afraid somehow that Batistuta gets injured, so let's bring on Zamorano instead of him. A couple of substitutions, a couple of fresh players coming on. Penalty, said Vita. Yeah, it looked fair enough, didn't it? Abedi Pelé in the box. We get a pen as well. We get a pen as well. This could be the second hat-trick for Gary McAllister. 2 hat-tricks. Gary Mac. 6th goal of the season. I've never seen anything like it. 2 hat-tricks. In what? In 3 games? Gary McAllister, he's something very special. We need to sit him down. I'm afraid everyone gets injured now. Sit him down, please. Otherwise, Football Manager will get him injured. Let's swap the fullbacks as well. And as we make it 4-1, it's Davasuka. 5-1, excuse me. Davasuka getting involved as well. Vitas, did you see the Hulk Hogan? Yes, RIP Hulk Hogan, says Tess. Gary Kakalister. Kakalister. I know, I like that wordplay, Vita. McAllister. McAllister, Kakalister. Lovely one. Yeah, a true 80s icon, Hulk Hogan. Left the world yesterday. Abedi Pelé with a first goal for the club makes it 6-1. We are smashing these small teams, aren't we? Back in 1986, I reckon Hulk Hogan was a big name back then, wasn't he? A huge name. His reputation crumbled over the recent years, but you know, I haven't followed wrestling since the 90s. Back then, Hulk Hogan was a huge name, obviously, worldwide. I don't know. I honestly don't even know how he's messed up his reputation over the last years. I haven't followed him at all. Hello, dog. Are you back? You want to go to the garden again? Chill out. Chill out. Later. Later. Go on then. Later. The dog is talking to me. I'm not just imagining it. Hey, come then. I speak dog. I speak dog. Yeah. This is good for our goal difference. And for the second time this season, we are proving that we can score a lot of goals. Hey, come on then. Here. Hold me. Mercy. Come here. What was that? It is 7-1 Davasuka. Yep. Sit still. You need to sit still. Chill out. Ease. Watch out for the microphone. What a win this is. After some horrible injuries, we needed some positivity. We needed 7 goals from our young lads over at Oxford. We are into the last 10 minutes of ordinary time. Are you leaving again? Are you leaving again? You just want some attention. Little attention seeker. Mick Harford makes it 2-7. Second goal for Luton. Maybe we are breaking some records here. There we go, Thomas Rolls. Lovely, lovely. Vita, yes, a huge name with horrible things in the personal side, but huge, major famous. Major famous. But yeah, RIP no matter what. +6 our goal differences now. Humiliation for Luton, you must say so. Dava Suker continues to do well. And our new guy, Gary McAllister. 3 games, 6 goals, 2 hat-tricks. 2 hat-tricks. Hats off, Gary McAllister. Much respect. Incredible. That leaves us in 7th position. As I said, the next 3 games are going to be tricky. We got a League Cup game now, but after that, Wimbledon, Arsenal, Everton. All 3 games are going to be tricky. But we look forward to test ourselves again. Against some strong teams, strong opponents. And let's close that transfer window, shall we? Let's get it over with. 7 days to go. Transfer window will shut. Swansea. Where the devil is Swansea in 1987? League 2, no, not League 2. 4th division is my best guess. 3rd division, fair enough. Colin Walker, New Zealand. Alrighty then. Kenneth, hello mate, how are you? I just got sacked from FK Partizani from Serbia after 5 defeats. FK Partizani. So that's not Partizan Belgrade, right? Is Partizani a smaller team in Serbia? I'm not familiar with them, but hey, good to see you, Kenneth. Happy Friday and all. How are we doing? What are we going to do then after you got sacked? Are you searching for a new job? Are you starting a new save? How are we going to handle the sacking? Alright, League Cup game coming up. Let me just save my preferred starting 11 so we can jump quickly back to it when we get back to the Premier League. Because I will rotate as much as I can for this League Cup game, obviously. So we don't get any annoying injuries to any of our normal starters. Rotate, rotate, and rotate. Yes, rotate him as well. Augusto Ignacio on the bench. Oliver Bierhoff. Yes, let's get him on. Zamorano. That's my backup strikers. Ivan Zamorano, 20 years old. And Oli Bierhoff, 19 years old. They'll get their chance in the League Cup. Very important that I don't get injuries to these guys. Let's sit them down, just like that. Instant result this League Cup game. Should be a walkover. If we lose to Swansea now, my fault then. Oh, it is Partizan Belgrade, Kenneth. I love a good old Serbian save over at Partizan or Red Star or whatever. Good teams over there. It's usually Wonder Kid factories over there. But Serbia can be a tough grind, most definitely. Partizan Belgrade over the years have produced some fantastic talents. Some incredible players, I must say. England. Oh, I thought it meant England manager. But actually it's Mike England who was spotted at the Manor Ground. He's the Welsh manager, actually, I think. Mike England. Yeah, manager Wales. Ja. Good boy. Ja, tag den så der. My dog is hunting flies. He's a fast one, but he's not that fast. But it's fun when he's hunting flies. Trying to get them. It's not easy, dog. No, they're not easy. They're so quick. They are so fast. Currently looking for job now. How many seasons were you in, Kenneth? Do you have some badges? Do you have a reputation to work with so you can get yourself a proper new job? Scunthorpe coming up in the next round of the Football League Cup. In a couple of games. Now it's back to the Prem. 3 very important games is coming up. And we start out at home against Wimbledon. Not doing fantastic this season, Wimbledon, in the first 3 games. But last season they were incredible. Wimbledon, the crazy gang. They were really, really good last season. Top of the league table for a long while, ahead of Liverpool, Man United. Gabriel Batistuta, injured for 3 to 4 weeks. This keeps continuing. Another horrible injury for 1 month. Football manager, I don't know why you're doing this to me. Oh, first season, got sacked in January, has just started with pro badges. All right, how many countries have you loaded then? Are you staying in Serbia? Are you looking for jobs around the world? Batistuta just started to get into it. He's out for the next month. It is Injury FC right now. It is Injury FC. And it's unfair, Football Manager. It's freaking unfair. We have such a young team. We don't need these injuries. Our backup players is not as good as our starters. These injuries hurt us. They hurt us bad. Batistuta just started scoring goals. Injured. Massimo. Why not? Transfer window is about to close immediately after our game against Wimbledon. Man United overcome rivals. Man City. Not a strong team back then, Man City. Not at all. We really need a team morale, Vita. Yes, we do. I need to add those team morale, maximum team morale pluses to my personal saves. Would help me a hell of a lot, right? Young Player of the Month. Davasuka. Good to see. Got all European leagues loaded. Got job now at Winter Tour. Winterthur. Is that in Switzerland? Winterthur? Austria? I'm not totally sure. My first thought was Switzerland. Winterthur. Winter Tour. Alright. Back to the first division. Preferred starting 11. Just without Gabriel Batistuta. So, this is your chance, Ivan Zamorano. Oliver Bierhoff is joining us on the bench. And that is it. Starting 11. After 2 wins and 3 injuries, 3 major injuries, we take on Wimbledon at home at the Manor Ground. Let's see if we can continue our good spell. John Fasciano, Estrada Colombiano, Glenn Hodges, John Sheridan, Laurie Sanchez, René van der Eycken. It's actually a quite good Wimbledon team on paper. Dave Besson in goal. Decent Wimbledon team on paper. But we need to win. We need all 3 points. Let's go and rock and roll. Switzerland. Yes, Kenneth, I was on point with Winter Tour. Thank you. First half on the way. Tommy Caton for John Sieverbeck. Davor Zucker, through ball for Zamorano. It looked like an offside, didn't it? He was caught offside. But all right, Zucker and Zamorano, they played a lot together last season before Batistuta arrived. We tried to build it up again. Lorenzo Stalins, wide for Sivebek. Low cross, Zamorano. First goal of the season, very important. In the absence of Batistuta, important goal from Zamorano. 1-0 early. Corner kick, Gary McAllister. Tommy Caton at the near post. Came close, Abedi Pele with a cheeky finish. Zamorano again on the attack. Gary McAllister in the box. Back to Zamorano. Gary Mack for Fernando Redondo. Almost got his first goal for the club. The young Argentinian. We seem to be in control of this one so far for the first 20 minutes at least. Redondo, Abedi Pele, and here is Davor Zucker with the left foot. Smashed it in. He is so lethal, Davor Zucker. Our top goal scorer from last season makes it 2-0. With a powerful finish. He don't hold back. He just don't hold back, Zucker. Powers it in once again. Abedi Pele got the assist. Now with a great interception, winning back ball possession. And we are on the attack again and again. Wimbledon denies it. Desperately trying to hold on to ball possession for a bit. But we get it back once again. Fernando Redondo, McAllister, Abedi Pele. Goes for the long shot. Could have passed it on to a striker. There was a couple of good runs in there. Half an hour in to the first half. Wimbledon only had one shot so far. We have had 10, 11, 4 being on target. It's 2-0. Free kick. Gary McAllister goes for glory. Go on, Gary. 2 hat tricks already by Gary. He's allowed to go for the long shot from a free kick. Graham Lesser, corner kick. Not dangerous this time around. Coming up to the halftime point. Up 2-0 and in complete control in the first half. That is good news. Let's kick off the second half, shall we? No substitutions at halftime. Dennis Wise subbed on by Wimbledon. He must be really young, right? 20 years old. Perfectionist. Graham Lesser sitting on a 6.4 rating. Redondo. There is Lesser. Abedi Pele. And John Sivebek hits the post. So close from the Dane. Whew. Alright, we are in complete control. Let's sit down Redondo again. He's on a yellow card. Let's bring on Musto this time. Am I playing Lorenzo Stalins as an anchor? Yeah, I changed that for this season. I didn't last season. I think his attributes screams out anchor, so that's why I changed that one, obviously. Let's sit down Tommy as well. He's going to be incredible important, Tommy Caton in defense. As we got some serious injuries. Alright. 20 minutes to go of ordinary time. Half an hour, excuse me. Wimbledon still trying to get into this, but they won't. We won't allow them. Dave Besant with a goal kick for the Dons. Zamorano wins the header. Abedi Pele back to Fraser. Our new loan deal in defense. Robbie Musto. Fraser again. McAllister. Wide for Sivebek. He cuts in before he crossed it. Search for Davor Zucker. Good call, John. Here is Dennis Wise for Wimbledon. McDonald. Wide for Glenn Hodges. Sheridan for Cork. Beautiful passing by Wimbledon. And suddenly Alan Cork makes it 2-1. This is not over yet, even though we have controlled this game so far. Let me bring on Dave Langen. Swap him with Sieverbeck. Graham Lasser not had the best one this game. Oliver Bierhoff on instead of Zamorano, so we get a target forward. And is it David Platt instead of Abedi Pillay? Abedi Pillay, who's maybe the player of the match. He's played fantastic. 20 minutes to hold on to our lead. Maybe find a third goal. That would be nice. We've produced a lot of chances in this one. And time is ticking. That's in our favor. 5 minutes added. Into injury time we go. McAllister for Dave Langen. Nothing. You don't get the pen. He stopped playing. Langen again. Musto with the cross, and David Platt didn't go for it. Sieverbeck for Starlins. Musto, lots of space for Langen over there. Dave with a cross for McAllister. 7th of the season, Gary McAllister. He is the hero at the moment. He's the big hero at the moment. Gary McAllister, 7 goals in 4 games. What a signing he's been. Last season he got relegated with Leicester. This season he's having fun at Oxford United. Nice assist. Was it from Sieverbeck, I think? For the 3-1 goal. Leaves us in the 5th position with 9 points. Tottenham Hotspurs. Maximum points alongside Liverpool, Arsenal, and Everton. We got Everton next, right? No, we got Arsenal and then Everton. Holy smokes. Next 2 games are huge. Good to see Sieverbeck doing well. Not to forget about Gary Mack. What a start. What a start, Gary. I love it. Absolutely love it. Get a little break here. 13 days before the Arsenal game. That doesn't mean we're getting any players back from injury, right? The players who's out injured, it's been serious injuries. But the transfer window will close. I'm happy with that. All right, Liverpool signed Fernando Hierro this season just to loan him out to Chelsea. Interesting. We're sending Kevin Brock out on loan to West Brom. Could we let Dave Leeworthy leave? I think we could. Sunderland, you are welcome to talk with Dave Leeworthy. And he joins them. 6-0 win from QPR. Damn. Arsenal at Highbury. Gonna be a proper challenge we're up against there in the next game. All this looks fine, right? Yeah. Registration is awesome. But after that big defeat against Liverpool in the season opener, I think we are much more ready now. After a couple of games, we are more ready to take on a quality team like Arsenal. Not saying that we're going to beat them, but we are more ready for it. But it is going to be without Gabriel Batistuta, without Andy Müller. Please, no more injuries. Please don't let me jinx myself here. Please, no more injuries. Thanks. as the transfer window closes. We got 13 players away on international duty. That's actually a little bit more than I expected. It must be mainly with the under 21 national teams we have players away for. We can't have that many national team players. Schmeichel obviously playing for the Danish national team, who just got destroyed by Germany 4-1. Abedi Pele did well for Ghana, a goal and an assist. A week's time until we take on Arsenal. Third position. They've done well to begin with, obviously. No surprise. They have a good team on this database. Gary McAllister played for Scotland, who lost against Croatia / Yugoslavia back then, obviously. But what a hero. What a hero he has been. Gary McAllister, that is. 7 goals in our first 4 games. He has to step up against Arsenal. We have to get something from Gary McAllister against Arsenal. Matt is famous for the jinx top. The jinx lob. I am. I've jinxed myself so many times, haven't I, Vita? You know it all. You know it all. I gotta be careful with my words. Cheers. What are we up to this weekend, Vita? Any big plans? Are you working this weekend? Or are you going to the beach? I've been at the beach recently because we have so lovely weather in Denmark. Look at this. Injury report. Colin Hendry out for 4 to 9 days. Julio Cesar out for 6 to 9 months. Batistuta out for 6 days to 2 weeks. And Andy Müller out for 3 to 7 weeks. All 4 players are normal starting players. Jordan Etzer, youth player, gets a pro contract. Do 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 do. I really hope today's musical playlist doesn't screw up my YouTube copyright thing. I got a copyright claim from Monday's live stream. And the weird thing is that I used a playlist which is copyright free. So I don't know where it went wrong. I've chosen another playlist for tonight to see if that's better. I don't know. Tonight is the 3rd time we live stream on YouTube, I think. Arsenal away at Highbury. Here we come. Oxford United. No changes to the starting 11. We are ready to rock and roll. All right, Arsenal. It's still George Graham in charge. It's 4-4-2 with Bruno Martini in goal, the Frenchman. Kenny Sansom, Yusuf Altintas, David O'Leary, and Viv Anderson in defense. Riggs, Paul Davis, Paul again, Steve Williams, Herbert Mars, Charlie Nicholas. All right. It's a good Arsenal team. But I won't rule out our chances in this one. Let's see. If we can get a goal from Gary McAllister, everything can happen. The game has been kicked off. Opening highlight. Arsenal is passing the ball around. Kenny Sanson. Here it is, McAllister. Zamorano. Redondo. Went for the cheeky pass. Cheeky through ball. Still opening highlight. Tommy Caton. Back to Steve Chettle. Suka wide for Graham Lusser. Suka again. 1-2 with Lusser. Starlins, Abedi Pele, Ivan Zamorano. Was he offside? That was impeccable passing. Great, quick, fast passing. We up 1-0 against Arsenal at Highbury. Lusser and Suka. Back and forward for a while there. Starlins, Abedi Pele, and Zamorano. We up 1-0 within the first minute. That was a great start. Here comes Ricks. Davis searching for the immediate equalizer. Corner kick Arsenal. Come on, Schmeichel. That's you. There he is. Peter Schmeichel shows safe hands. We have had one shot. Arsenal had one shot. It's 1-0 us. Very close battle in the midfield, presumably. Not a lot of highlights. You're battling it out. If Tommy Caton gets injured, Football Manager, you're taking the piss. I don't have any more freaking central defenders. Stop this injury show. Time is ticking. Very, very boring first half, but we are 1-0, so we don't complain. Schmeichel and Graham Lusser. Great run by Lusser. Redondo tries to find Zucker. McAllister. Wide for John Sieverbeck. He gets a cross in. Far post, Darva Zucker. Saved by the goalie, though. Still 1-0 Oxford. It's 1-0 at halftime. Good job, lads. Very good job. What is this injury? Potential foot injury. Damn. I have to let him stay on the pitch for now. No substitutions at halftime. We kick off the second half. We are 1-0. A win would be huge. But let's see how the second half plays out. Arsenal still only had one shot. There is David O'Leary. Lusser with an interception. McAllister with the long shot. Saved by the French goalie. But that was close, McAllister, for him to get his 8th goal. Incredible. Arsenal in possession. Herbert Vaz. Wide for Steve Williams. Viv Anderson back to Williams. Into the box. Here is Ricks. Graham Ricks with the equalizer of Arsenal. It's disallowed. Whew. It's disallowed. We're still up 1-0. Corner kick Arsenal. Cleared by Tommy Caton twice. See why I can't sub him. Arsenal remains in ball position, though. They have controlled everything in the second half. Herbert Vaz with a chip. And there is the equalizer for Arsenal. It's 1-1. Damn it. It was coming, though. It was coming. Graham Lusser is struggling a little bit. Picked up a booking now as well. Let's bring on Neil Slatter. Zamorano's quite tired, but I think we'll wait. 25 minutes to go. It's 1-1 here at Highbury. Tommy Caton patiently passing the ball around. Finds McAllister. He went for the through ball, but stopped by David O'Leary. Bring it back. Hello. Liberty has arrived in the chat. How are we doing, Liberty? Good to see you, my friend. What do you mean? What do you mean about bring it back? What could you ever be talking about? I have an idea what you're talking about. I think Vita in the chat will agree with you. Hope you're doing well, Liberty. It's good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. I am enjoying this save, though, I must say. Even though Arsenal go up 2-1 now. No, it's disallowed. It's disallowed. We are hanging on here against Arsenal in a thin thread. Let me bring on the big target forward. Oliver Bierhoff. And also David Platt. Should I sit down, Dave? No, Tommy Caton. He's going to be important in the next game again. He's picked up a knock. BCO, says Liberty. Come on, please. I've said it all the time. I've said it. BCO returns when we got FM26. I actually said FM25, but we didn't get FM25, so BCO returns for FM26, Liberty. I hope that makes you happy. It don't return tomorrow, it do not return today, but it will return for FM26. Arsenal up 2-1. It's been all out Arsenal in the second half. Bierhoff, hand. Touched the ball with his hand. David O'Leary, 3-1 Arsenal. We were up 1-0 after the first half. 5th goal of the season, David O'Leary. Have they all been from the penalty spot? I think they have. Holy smokes. Favorites Arsenal. Gets a win at home. We did all right. We did create a lot of chances, didn't we? 8 minutes added. Holy smokes. We got 1 goal from Ivan Zamorano. That was it. Everton up next. Quality team Everton back in the day. We get a week to get back to scratch here after a loss against Arsenal. And let's hope Tommy, he's not too severely injured. He's back in a couple of days. So is Colin Hendry. We are getting our central defense back within a couple of days. Hopefully. That is the plan. Alright, that's enough for today. Too many injuries, a couple of annoying losses as well. But we have a team. We have a team for the second season, which I'm quite chuffed with. Very, very young. A lot of very, very interesting players in our Oxford team. But now it's time to rate. Please keep an eye out for my YouTube channel over the next couple of weeks. There will be new content out, as I said, working on something very special in the background. I hope you'll check it out, so make sure to follow the YouTube channel, The Mad Scientist FM. Now we will head on a raid. I think we're heading over to Dave, my good old pal Dave, who's an OG Football Manager streamer. He hasn't been streaming for a long time, but I see he's live tonight, so let's go and say hi. Cheers for the stream, Matt. As always, been lurking. Appreciate it, Thomas. You enjoy your time off and good work day tomorrow, my friend. Thank you for being here, Thomas. Thank you for everyone who's joined us today. We always appreciate it. Let's head over to Dave, a.k.a. Coach Nabovic. Say hi. Consider hitting the follow button. And I will see you very soon, guys. Thank you for tonight. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. Peace out.